hungry. The fans were also hungry for Ovi to score, and he got it done.
Yeah, he takes the little feed from Dylan Strome here, and he puts this 5-hole. We know Ovi was destined when he scored that goal. Almost like he didn't want it at the end of the game, but he kept on going, kept on chugging, and his teammates, the fans, no better way to do this, and here's the empty net goal for 8:02. Just fantastic. Now, first off, Alexa, how the heck did he score that goal?
No luck.
Because his back is turned to the goal. It's just one of those things Alex Ovechkin can do. You see his fans, and then you see, look at the respect from the guys in the dressing room, from his teammates, from the opposition. Respect all the way around, and a wonderful night and special moment for Alex Ovechkin.
Absolutely incredible. That was the moment to see his sons on his lap holding up those 8:01 and 8:02 pucks. But Alan, we were there in arena. It was a playoff-like environment. I think the fans were also pushing Ovi to hit the back of the net.
Well, you think of the last couple of weeks, Alexa, when we were in the arena, how rabid the fans were, the intensity, the enthusiasm, and everyone willing this team on to win. He did get 8:01. He did get 8:02. It was absolutely fantastic. It was incredible. The great thing right now is the Capitals are on such a roll. So it's not just Ovi scoring his record-setting goals and climbing up the goal-scoring ladder. This team has been playing really well over the last 16 games, led by their leader, who's never stopped producing from the first day he ever put on a Capitals uniform. It's been incredible to see how excited all the players were. You talk to them, they think it's absolutely phenomenal that they can be a part of this, and it really has been such an incredible vibe lately.
There's just this energy around the team right now, and it is a good thing. Well, let's take you fans back to all the sights and the sounds from a historic Friday night.
You are now number 2 all-time in goals scored in the National Hockey League. How does that sound to you?
Sounds nice, obviously. It's nice to get it done at home in front of our house, family, our friends, obviously fans. It's a great feeling.
Would you like to say something to your mom and dad?
Да, мамочка, папочка, Настя, Сережа, Илюша, я вас очень сильно люблю, Мишаня. Thank you very much. I just say in Russian how I love my family, my wife, my mom, dad, and my 2 beautiful kids, my brother. And I love you fans as well. Thank you very much, guys.
Congratulations from all of us. Number 2 goal scorer in the history of the National League.
Yeah, it's kind of a situation if you have a chance to take it, you take it, I gave it to Kuzi, and, he's like, I don't want to take it. But after that, it's special.
He was a no-look, kind of like he just flicked it behind himself, right?
Half of his goals, right?
Did you expect the whole Winnipeg team to come over and shake your hand?
No, it shows respect, obviously. Game is a game, but as soon as the whistle blows, it's all about hockey. We respect each other. Like I know a couple of players up there, Dilly, it's a great guy, and I think it's just to show respect. You never thought like it's going to happen when you came to the league.
Welcome in, everyone.
You told me really how record, or when Gretzky record or something like any record, you felt like, okay, maybe you're going to play in the NHL, you're going to be good, and you're going to try to do your best, but the whole situation happening right now, it's some miracle.
Absolutely incredible. I love seeing all those moments in the locker room. Alex Ovechkin, now the number 2 goal scorer in the history of the NHL. All eyes are now set on him getting that number 1 spot and chasing Wayne Gretzky. And let's get into our red line, brought to you by your Washington area Volkswagen dealers. What was your favorite part of the night? Ovi scoring that 8:02, his family's reaction, the handshake from the Jets, or the atmosphere at Capital One? Fans, get those votes in NBCSportsWashington.com/vote. Johnny, it's hard to pick one, but which one stands out most to you?
There's like 17. Yeah, I mean, the goal is just simply amazing, just how he did it. But I got to say, we do this, this game of hockey is so important, but it's important because of friends, and it's important because of family are there and they can be part of this. So just seeing the reaction of his wife and 2 sons in the crowd, gives you goosebumps, makes you feel good. Just fantastic. How excited they are, and then the picture with his boys after the game. Seriously, I got the goosebumps right now, and it just makes you a fan of hockey. It really does, Alexa.
Yeah, you see him waving to his family in attendance. Alan, I know it was important to
That's
him
awesome.
in front of them. Also, his parents watching back at home. What stands out to you from that historic night being in arena?
Well, all of it. You know, I don't know why we don't start putting this in these polls. It should be all of it. When I think of it, and to me, the most outstanding, I love the fact with the family, with the kids, but to me, the biggest thing is just being able to do it in front of his fans. He's made D.C. a hockey town. He's won a Stanley Cup championship. He's basically won every trophy an individual player can win. But I think being able to do it in that arena, in front of the fan base, he's basically built Chinatown in D.C. So I'm going to go with just that he was able to do it at home, guys.
Yeah, we need to add all the above to this list. It's looking like the fans have a lot of respect for the Jets staying out there for the handshake line. That's the winner right now.
I agree, too. That was amazing. They didn't have to do that. The Winnipeg Jets, a class act.
Yeah, all-around historic night, 92 away now from Wayne Gretzky. Alan, thank you so much for joining us. We'll hear from you throughout the broadcast and also in post-game tonight. Enjoy.
92 from Gretzky.
All right, still to come right here on Pregame Live. The Capitals, the only team in the NHL to have 2 goaltenders with 9 or more wins. John will break down the goaltending pairing and what he's seen from Lindgren.
Nice. All right, we're getting started here. It's going to be a good one, I hope. I'm looking forward to a big game here. We'll see how it rolls out tonight. Capitals and the Rangers.
Make every moment more. This winter, meet the heroes of performance.
They're shutting the door to me in the office. They don't want to hear me out there doing all this.
This winter, visit your local Acura dealer for attractive.
Oh, I know what I should have done was gotten the goal thing together. I didn't do that. Let me do that real quick while we're setting up here. So I need to set up another NHL Live for tonight. And I need to go down and get the goal number. Goal horn.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. All right, let me go down here and get the goal horn. Boxing bell. Just got to go find it.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. Yeah.
Eric's New Year's resolution was to work smarter, not harder. So getting a new Volkswagen SUV was a no-brainer because he can save on maintenance costs.
All right, cool. We're ready now. We have a goal. We'll be good to go. All right, had to set that up. Should have done that before the stream, but I forgot to do it, to be honest with you. Won't have our screen till right about game time for the actual broadcast. We'll switch over to that when we get close. I'm just checking out what's going on with the pregame here on the Washington coverage.
You can follow your favorite teams and stars of the NHL, no matter where you live. Never miss a Matthews goal.
Good to see you guys in here hanging out. Thank you. Share it out if you don't mind. I got to do that myself real quick. I forgot to do that too. I'm not doing a good job of keeping up on the responsibilities right now.
What are we running next, huh? What about the skinny post? Not too skinny though, more like regular. Guys, I can see your mouth's moving. Oh, yes you can. That's me right there. Not a good thing. Oh, okay. How about a long pop leaf blow? That's how you know there. A slappy 2-pump slant. Wag the dog.
Rangers.
All right, let's get them back. Don't forget those plays. Get front row seats every Sunday afternoon with NFL Sunday Ticket. Slappy 2-pump slant. Works every time. Every live game, every Sunday, only from DirecTV. NBC Sports Washington. Your home of the Capitals.
Welcome back. It's the Capitals Pregame Live presented by FanDuel. Let's get right into our pregame rush presented by Paratonji and Can't Be Done. Alan May with Dylan Strom.
Dylan, you guys are 6-1-1 in your last 8 road games. You got a 5-game winning streak on the road, a 4-game winning streak altogether. When you look at everything, what has the team been doing different over the course of the last month?
I think we're playing good hockey. We're getting pucks in deep. We've been shooting. Honestly, I think we've been creating chances at the net, and I think it's been huge. We've been limiting their zone 1 chances, and we've been finding our own. So that's been big for us all year, and we've talked about it a lot, and we've been doing that.
And your power play, you're a big part of it now. And 11 out of the last 16 games, you guys have scored a goal, and everyone is scoring on the power play, not just one person. What's different about the power play at this time?
I think both units are doing really well. Like I kind of said earlier, we've been getting traffic at the net, and we've been finding ways to, to create those chances in tight, as well as obviously when you have a guy like Ovi shooting the puck with a one-timer, it creates other looks all over the place. And he's on both units, so when we get those chances down low, we try to capitalize on them. And most teams are keying in on him, and as they should, and it's creating a lot of open areas for other guys.
Speaking of that guy, you were a big part of the 801 goal the other night, and you seemed like you were the happiest guy. What was that moment like?
I think it's just part of hockey history. I think I saw Johnny jump into Ovi there once he scored, and I added to the pile and jumped in. I think Gus jumped on top of me, and then Shears was last in there. So it was a great moment. One that hopefully a lot of people remember for a long time. I certainly will, and gotta put that stick somewhere special.
Let's go in the record books. One of my favorite celebrations will still to come. It's the first of 4 meetings between the Capitals and the Rangers. Both teams coming into tonight on a roll, just separated by 1 point in the Metro standings. We're taking a look at the playoff picture as it sits right now. Plus, we saw John
playoffs already.
The last game early after taking a puck to the head. We'll have an update on his status when we return.
They're already looking at playoffs? That's crazy. Playoffs aren't till like when? February, March?
Your home of the Wizards.
Am I wrong there? I know playoffs take a long time to happen. I know that.
At Domino's, we're tipping you $3 for being the hero that gets off the couch. Be right back. It goes to get the pizza.
The playoff picture, they're already looking at it?
For ordering carryout online at Domino's.
Right now, there is an invisible war being fought on a digital battlefield. It's a war for information, for intelligence, for transformation, for certainty. This invisible war has extremely visible consequences.
I didn't realize it was already.
It impacts our friends, our families, and our way of life. That's why at Marathon, we do the can't be done. Because the alternative is unimaginable.
They do that mid-season. Wow. Okay.
Hard work,
Hey, Cole. Welcome in.
and trust. At MedStar,
Good to see you, buddy.
we're proud the Capitals choose us for their medical care.
Who is at my front door?
For generations, the DMV has trusted MedStar Health. We provide the same quality care to the Caps and their fans. Because every big win is built on trust. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
This is where you ignite imagination.
Well, they'll be back in a second to cover that. We're getting early coverage of the Capitals broadcast because I live within the area. So, getting a little bit earlier than we would on a normal game. Screen will change once the game starts. Can't do anything until then. Can't do anything until then. I'm happy with the look of the screen, though. I think we got good coverage here. Good screen coverage. Keep everybody busy. Yeah, is that how many games are in a hockey season? 82? That's still half of a baseball season. I thought it was more games than that in a season, actually.
Is that for me?
Oh, can't wait to see what you got your
Christmas commercials are still going on. We got them for another week, I guess. Another week.
Up to $3,250 on select models now through January 3rd.
Theo Sam Eagle, welcome in. I thought it was more than that in the actual season, you know? Seven o'clock, top of the hour. I'll have the other screen going with the Rangers broadcast as well. That'll be kind of cool. Good to see you, Theo Sam Eagle. Thank you for joining tonight. Working on building this platform over here.
Hi, Alex. It's Mark Howe. I'm here on behalf of Gordy Howe, the guy you just passed, and from Mother Colleen and the entire Howe family. We just want to congratulate you on what a fantastic achievement. I've had the opportunity to watch you play so many games as a scout, and it's been a pleasure to watch. You're one of very few people in this game to me that they bring a wow factor. You embrace the fans. You're everything that my mother and father would be very proud of, and I know if they were here today, they would be at this hockey game. They'd be the first ones to congratulate you. So on behalf of the Howe family, I want to say congratulations and job well done. And now it's time to set new goals for number 99. Congratulations.
What a message.
That's a cool.
Now sitting at 802, and Johnny has been so special.
70 goals to catch Gretzky. Can he catch Gretzky? Does he have that much time left to do it?
I mean, you hear from Mark Howe there. I mean, very humble, just like his father.
Jeff, welcome in.
Mr. Hockey was a humble, a gentleman, a guy who loved the game and the sport of hockey. And, you know, he's, you know, for him to say right there, on to bigger and better. Go after the great one now, number 99. He's got a few more goals to do that. And he doesn't have to do it this year, right? He's got some time. There's a fly going around here, sorry. He's got some time, so on to winning hockey games from now.
Well, I love how athletes always think they're always looking ahead. Go for number 1. I love that message. Go for 99 in the arena. The fans were definitely cheering. Let's take a look now at the playoff picture because the Capitals have been red hot. So is Alex Ovechkin, winners of 9 of their last 10. And look at that, the Capitals sitting in that second wild card spot. They've earned 25 points in the last 35 days. That's good for second most points during that span. So the Capitals have really turned things on as of late. So that brings us to
interesting.
the odds presented by FanDuel. Make every moment more. What are the odds for the Capitals right
Really?
now?
Okay. I didn't realize he had that much time left.
Early December, Johnny, they're at plus 7,500, so those have definitely increased for the Capitals. A $10 bet would pay out $260. And right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. So
And more gambling stuff, of course.
Making every moment more. Johnny, the next 10 games, all against Eastern Conference opponents, so very important points for the Caps to pick up here.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're playing in your own conference and your own division a lot of times. The Capitals, I think, are basically done out west, so you can close the book on that section. But these are the important games. These are where it matters, and the Caps got to gear up the loins and get ready for these games. This New York Rangers team they're playing has won their last 8 of 9. So
yeah, they've been playing well.
Hot streak. Caps have been great on the road as of late.
I like the Rangers road jerseys they got here. The road sweaters are pretty good by the Rangers.
Yeah, both teams coming into this game on a roll and out of that 3-day holiday break. And Johnny, look at this. The numbers in December, the Capitals' domination, wins, points, goals, all near the top of the league. That's what you like to see, numbers popping off the page.
I mean, that's December. Since Thanksgiving, they've been just remarkable, just so aggressive. One thing that I've noticed most about the Capitals is how they are in the offensive zone. They're making it so difficult on the defensemen going back for the puck. We all know how difficult puck retrievals are. They're first to pucks, and they're just creating so much havoc for the defense of their opposition. So a little more of that tonight would be fantastic.
Yeah, I think a team game and also playing the full 60 has helped as well. Well, sadly, there was some unfortunate news happening in the Capitals' last game. John Carlson left the game early in the game before the holiday break against Winnipeg. Johnny, it was a very bloody scene, a scary scene that no one likes to see. Everyone took a moment wishing the best.
Oh my God, that was a bloody mess. Holy hell.
That night to a local hospital for further evaluation. We know now on the 24th he was discharged. Laviolette did say this morning, however, Carlson is expected to be out long term and not just a day-to-day thing. But
what's
Johnny
up, Go
Carlson
Caps?
is such a huge veteran player for this group. A tough loss, and we're wishing him the best.
So important, yes. I mean, so happy to see him get up there on his own strength and get to the bench, but yeah, he's important to this team. He's important to how the team runs on.
That was ugly.
His defensive game has improved so much in the last little while since they've been on this streak. So they need him back and just get better, John Carlson.
Yeah, no Oshie, no Carlson. Those are two big veterans that mean a lot to this group. We're hoping they get healthy soon. But some good news, Carlson's wife did post Gina on Christmas morning. There's John with their 3 boys. He looks pretty good. He looks in good spirits. So we're wishing him the best and thinking of him and his whole family during this time. Let's take a look at the Capitals lines for tonight because a little bit of adjustment. No John Carlson. Gustafsson working with TVR. Also Alexiev getting in the lineup. He will be matched up with Matt Irwin, and also Johansson was called up from Hershey earlier today. And Johnny, you're a goaltender here on set. Take us through the film room, what you have seen recently from the
How's everything sound and screen-wise? Everything look good out there?
unbelievable goaltending on both guys. Whoever was getting the call, they've been fantastic. Here's Charlie Lindgren against the Winnipeg Jets. Look at the way he has to come about 10 feet from his left to his right. And watch him just get low, take away everything low in the net. A remarkable acrobatic and spread out save. Here's
Yeah, that was ugly, Paul.
Protect low again, and he's there. You know, this is when the Winnipeg Jets were all over the Capitals for a little bit in that third period, so you got to come up with big saves. He loses his stick here, so look at it. He's got to do things a little bit differently. Now, when you lose your stick, you think, man, I got to cover low fast, and he keeps rebounds in, and that's how things have been going for Charlie Lindgren in the last little while. And here's Darcy Kemper, his last.
Yeah, it's going to be with this other mic. Let me try the big mic, see if I can get that to work.
Darcy Kemper's just a bigger goalie.
Without losing analytical challenges.
As Charlie Lindgren does, so he's got less movement and is a better thing for him. Here he is seen through a bunch of traffic, but two guys in front of the net. John Carlson's doing his due diligence in front. Around, getting up, getting high, getting low, getting across, closing everything down through the middle, and then keeping rebounds in.
That should take out most of the echo.
And we looked at their stats just recently. Look at
so
this.
Good.
I mean, unbelievable. And we know how Lindgren's been because he's played the majority of the games lately. But before Darcy Kemper was injured, he was playing spectacular as well. So
let's just see if we lose stream strength on it.
Capitals brought in this offseason, and they have been producing. Let's set
That'll be the question.
Tonight's goalie matchup. We're going to see Kemper versus Shesterkin. Shesterkin 17-5-4 this season, a 2.44 GAA and a save percentage of .916 for the Capitals. Johnny just took you through the film room. Darcy Kemper, it's just his second start since returning from that injury. He's 9-9-2 this season, 2.53 GAA and 916 save percentage. Johnny, what have you seen from Shesterkin so far this season?
Well, I mean, not the numbers he had in his Vezina route last year.
What's up, Joe?
But this guy can still get it done. Acrobatic, flexible. He makes those saves that are supposed to go in. He has a lot of guys looking up to the sky a lot.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Well, hopefully the Capitals could take advantage, and we're looking for some more goals from Alex Ovechkin as well. Well, it's time now for us to hit the crossover. Welcome in Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin from New York, brought to you by InRide, cash in your ride. And Joe, we know it was a magical night before the holiday break, but this is a crucial stretch right now for the Capitals facing some divisional opponents.
Alexa, an interesting happened to both the Rangers and Capitals. Interesting thing happened along the way to a subpar season. They both have pulled out of a nosedive at just the right time. And all of a sudden now, it's the Rangers who found their goal-scoring pop and their goaltender, as Brent Johnson was just documenting. He's found his goal-stopping ability. So this is not an easy one for Alex Ovechkin and the Caps.
No, but I think it's a big one. This is a real good litmus test for the guys in white here tonight, Ovi and the boys. You look at the numbers, pretty impressive. 19 wins, 25 power plays each. They both allowed 20 penalty-killing goals against. To me, this is a marquee matchup tonight. These are the two big boys. You have Panarin, Zibanejad.
Panarin can play.
Strome, you have Ovechkin, Kuznetsov. You have Fox for there on the blue line. You have two goaltenders that are humming around right now.
Alexa and Johnny, we thank you for your crossover thoughts. We'll talk with you throughout the night during the intermissions and post-game. Locker and I are just settling in, along with the Caps faithful, inside of Madison Square Garden. The world's most famous arena.
MSG, baby.
For tonight's NHL action as the Capitals square
a lot of
off with
Caps
the Rangers,
fans in those
the first of 4
stands.
this season between these two
A lot of
Central
Caps
Division
fans in the
rivals.
stands.
You don't want to move a muscle. We'll have it for you. Straight ahead next.
To build the all-new Honda.
Nice. Hopefully we'll get a share out tonight, meet some new people. That'd be kind of cool, right? See what we can do. That would be good on my books. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry, you never get a cheeseburger that looks like that. No, I don't believe that.
Deal this good speaks for itself, I guess. DQ, happy tastes
good. Joe says, go New York. Are you a Ranger fan, Joe?
There you go. One new inhaler. Nice. Did you get my refill too? Maybe.
Here you go, sir. You're a lifesaver. So nice day. Healthier is managing all your family's prescriptions
Nice.
in one app. CVS Pharmacy. Healthier happens together.
We're at a commercial break here, just waiting on it.
You know you can play online, right?
That's a ridiculous commercial.
James, as a musician living with diabetes, finger sticks can be a real challenge. That's why I use the Freestyle Libre 2 system. With a painless 1-second scan, I know my glucose numbers.
So they're waiting to hook up. Oh, there we go. There's the other one coming on. All right, now I got both broadcasts, so that's good.
Now you know. Try it for free at
Dun, dun, dun. That's good. That means we're getting close to dropping a puck.
Serving our area. People still ask, what is a 5-star technician? Well, it's simple. They're the best. When you're talking heating and air conditioning, they're professionally trained and the most knowledgeable in the business. For your plumbing or electrical needs, they can do it all. For pest control and home performance, trust me, you want a 5-star technician at your home. For more than 40 years, Crop Metcalf.
5-star technician. Neither, Joe. Neither.
Bounty versus the old family dish towel. Drying with a fresh sheet of Bounty leaves your hands cleaner than a used dish towel that can carry and redistribute food residue. So
Give me that.
For better hand hygiene. Bounty, the quicker picker-up.
Our screen will change here in just a couple minutes, too. As soon as it does, I will bring it up.
The NHL's first star last week, Alex Ovechkin, reached higher ground among goal-scoring royalty Friday. Now the Grade 8 hits the trail in New York with new goals ahead. The Grade 8 Express! This is epic! Theater in the round. This marquee matchup presented by Sandy Springbank. They believe real banking is a conversation. Let's talk. Tonight's Gab session revolves around the Capitals coming to Manhattan for a Metro showdown with the Rangers, surrounded by plenty of MSG. It is great to see you again. Along with Greg Laughlin, I'm Joe Beninati. For weeks straight, the eyes of the hockey world were fixated upon Alex Ovechkin. This BMW Ultimate moment shows you history made.
Yeah, he was chasing down the great Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey, against the Jets Friday night. He's going to tie him on this drop feed from Strome and rips it past Dillon and the goaltender Riddick. That is goal number 801, which ties Mr. Hockey. The fans were buzzing, the team was buzzing, and we were all hoping that 802 would happen on home ice. And heroically, we know Alex Ovechkin, it's going to, and he puts it into the empty net. Goal number 802 by himself, second all time. He's got to now chase down Gretzky. He needs 93 more goals to be the best scorer ever in the National Hockey League. Ovi, we salute you.
And as we move on, the Rangers and Caps slugged it out 3 times last season. A series full of hits and harsh feelings. These teams, they have no trouble scrambling for goals. While tonight, will try to push the Caps over the top on NBC Sports Washington.
The NBA is back, and with FanDuel, this season's looking better than ever. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat...
All right, commercial break still. Hey, Sam. That would be interesting. I was just asking if he would have enough to get there. It's going to be questionable if he does. Paul seems to think he'll get there easily. There's Sam, a great hockey creator in his own right. We'll be talking about him a little bit later on in the broadcast. The Sam Welby experience. Zip it.
Because of their dedication to just Mercedes-Benz. It means there's no room for distractions, which is how I keep it on the football field.
We'll have our screen up in just a minute. We get right around puck drop. We're still about 2 minutes away.
It's important to them, just like it is to me. That's why Mercedes-Benz of Arlington.
Yeah, 90 goals. That's a lot. But
at justmercedes.com.
I'd say season and a half at least.
Icy Hot Pro. Ice works fast to freeze your pain and you doubt. Heat makes it last, so you'll never sit this one out. Icy Hot Pro with 2 max strength pain relievers.
At Chipotle, real food always starts with real ingredients in real kitchens. When you order Chipotle, real food.
I do not like Chipotle.
Whether it's in restaurant, pickup, or delivery.
Nice, Jeff. That's awesome.
The easiest way to Chipotle.
That's awesome.
With SAIC, I can protect our nation from the stars to the seas.
With SAIC?
Probably the last set of commercials here before puck drop, everybody.
Everyone. With SAIC, I can do
Most likely the last set right here.
Make decisions with confidence. With SAIC, I have the technology I need on the front.
Andrew Ford, hello. A lot of Rangers fans coming in here, which is awesome. We like a good mix. That's the best way to get the game going good. Get a good variety of people in here.
The DuckDuckGo app lets you search and browse privately, blocking most trackers, all for free. Your search history is...
Come on, let's go. Give us a screen. Got to have somebody down there getting it together. There we go. Looks like it's starting to work. Oh, it was just about ready to go.
by downloading the app today. DuckDuckGo.
Duck, duck, go. Get over here. Lay down. Lay down.
To you by
Lay down.
Mercedes-Benz
Good
of
boy.
Arlington. McDonald's. Get a free 6-piece McNuggets with minimum dollar purchase tomorrow on the McDonald's app if the Caps score in the McNugget Minute.
McNugget Minute.
IT Cadre. Innovation, transformation. IT Cadre, your vision, our purpose. And by Sandy Spring Bank. Real banking for real life and real business. Proud Papa Alex Ovechkin and the Capitals make their workplace in the big city tonight. It's New York at holiday time, here for a garden party next.
Garden party.
Distinctive in design.
Oh, God. Another commercial.
Meticulous in
Nobody wants to listen to all the commercials.
Genesis, a new beginning of what luxury can be. During the Genesis year-end event, receive a $1,000 holiday bonus, only at your Genesis retailer. It's time to ignite your imagination in a showroom unlike any other, where you can experience chef-led classes, discover hundreds of high-end brands, test smart appliances, immerse yourself in innovation, and create your dream kitchen with our design experts at the Home Depot Design Center.
Deep sea driving, I see.
Oh, Lord.
Well, here's something else. With your farmer's policy perk, new car replacement, you can get a new one.
That's something else.
Get a whole lot of something with farmer's policy perks. We are farmers.
All right, come on. Let's go. Let's get this puck drop going.
I think I left my card at the restaurant. Should I turn around? No.
Says 7 o'clock, but they never go to 7:10 or so.
I can imagine where I'd be without them.
Rex, lay down. Lay down.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
This is Todd. And this is Sarah. But this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan event package featuring the Nissan Rogue and more standard power than a CR-V.
This is a love emergency.
Don't let true love or these offers get away.
All right, come on, website. Give me the thing. Let's go.
You tried to save a buck on it.
That's so smart.
Well, there is a smarter way to say it. Switch to
Commercials, commercials, commercials.
Get Verizon Unlimited for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. Only on Verizon.
Welcome to Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, for the NHL on NBC Sports Washington tonight. Joe Beninati, Craig Laughlin, and Alan May, your announced team, as we are preparing for the first of 4 this season between Alex Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals.
Leave the door open.
Squaring off with the New York Rangers. This is a Metro Division matchup. These two teams separated by 1 point. In the standings, the Rangers at 4.
Hey, Rob, welcome in, buddy.
Just 1 point ahead
Good
of
to
Peter
see you.
Laviolette's gang. Gerard Gallant's team at 19, 11, and 5, sitting 4th in the Metro. All-time meeting between these two, number 237.
Late people to take their seats. There we go. Now I'm getting the screen. All right, let's take it down.
The Washington Capitals in the white sweaters and the New York Rangers here at home in the reverse retro uniforms. Our game beginning with the Integrate opening face-off. Igor Shesterkin guarding the cage for New York. Quick centering pass. Kubel fires. And Shesterkin made that stop.
That's a fabulous forecheck, number 1, number 2. Great setup to create scoring opportunities. You go to the triangle, 2 down low, 1 up high. Kubel, again, a quality opportunity. Good passing to start this game here by the Capitals' third line. Here it is on the half wall cut off and right out, tic-tac-toe. And Shesterkin comes up with a big one right off the get-go.
Nick Kubel looking for his first marker in a Capitals sweater. Ovechkin fires right off the draw. That was blocked.
All right, now we're
Miller
cooking with
right
candy.
there on the job against the Capital captain.
Yeah, there was a buzz in warm-up. I think fans here not only coming to see their favorite team, the Rangers, but a lot coming to see Alex Ovechkin. And what he's done and how he's climbed in the goal-scoring ranks with 802 goals now. Only Gretzky all-time ahead of the Capitals captain.
Two teams that have been going along great guns lately. Washington winning 9 of its last 10. The Rangers 8 of their last 10. Moseying back
See
through
if I
center.
can
That's
fix that
Charlie
one
Lindgren's
spot.
brother, Ryan, who works on the top pair for Gerard Gallant, along with the outstanding Adam Fox, a former Norris Trophy winner. We've been whistle-plagued in the first minute. This is icing against D.C.
Yeah, these are 2 of the hottest teams right now in the National Hockey League, and definitely 2 points on the top of the list for both these clubs. I mean, you're looking at the standings, you're looking where they can jockey for position. Laviolette and his club with 2 points tonight, and the Rangers none, can move into the first wild card. This is a huge opportunity for the Caps to continue to climb within the Met.
Amazingly, we are moving towards the midway mark of the regular season. This is game 37 for the guys in the white sweaters. Van Riemsdyk sprinkles it ahead for Sherry. He'll put it onto the New York side of center. Fox getting away from Ovechkin. Lindgren lost it there to the stick check of Dylan Strome. For Sherry, knocked down to his side. Rangers in possession. Fox, as usual, cool as a cucumber. Lindgren and Fox attempting to clear as we're into the second of a 0-0 first period. Both teams in the middle of a line change. Panarin getting to the bench. Caps have it in transition. Mantha feeds. Milano fires. Stopped there by Shesterkin.
Just
That was
missed.
A good attack, a good rewind by the Caps. They caught the Rangers.
Tommy
napping
Smooth.
on a
What's
very
up, Tommy
slow,
Smooth?
Methodical line change by Panarin and his group. Just about caught them, giving the Caps this opportunity.
Mandy, you're not
Easy
that
as a
new.
dump in from center. Sonny Milano playing in front of about 15 friends and family. Milano from Massapequa, New York, Nassau County.
All right, we got it going here
on
now.
Long Island. Mantha will pull up, feed. Jensen will fire. That buzzes wide of the goal. Kuznetsov for Milano. Milano shakes it loose. Around the wall for Mantha. Further still for Jensen. Orlov with room. Feeds the high slot. Nobody home.
Nobody home there.
Trocheck for the Rangers. Working with Kreider and Vesey. And this is Trocheck who will start the breakout. Vesey uses the window to get it clear.
Sure looks like both these teams have been off 3 days. Just doesn't have the pace I thought it would. It's going to take a little bit of time.
Icing there. Icing on the call.
Timing back in their skating legs after this holiday break of 3 days. Here's that little break. You notice the left side of the screen top, the poor line change, and a good opportunity for Mantha and Milano streaking in there. A nice give and go. Starts with a quick up in the neutral zone. Mantha to Milano, right in his wheelhouse. Real nice stop by Shesterkin.
Brodzinski set to take this draw as Sonny has a seat. Capitals win it. Kuznetsov doing the honors. Washington off since Friday. That win over Winnipeg.
All right, take a nap, buddy. Good to see you.
Rangers actually had an extra day.
You got no hockey here in New Jersey. Oh, wow. That stinks. Good to see you guys here with us.
New York rivals on Thursday. Long slapper from Miller. No worries there for Darcy Kemper in the cage for Washington. Keandre Miller.
Yeah, Capitals have had some good goaltending lately.
With Brodzinski in hot pursuit. Trouba towards the goal, right to the gut.
Nice save.
Kemper, he'll hold. Appropriately enough, the Toyota Star Track has the goalies in the spotlight.
Darcy
Goalies in the spotlight.
here tonight on the road for the Washington Capitals comes in.
I'm really happy with the screen. Right now it seems to be holding up, excellent condition. And I'm able to use the good mic. So I think we got some good stuff going here.
At the other end, Shesterkin, their #1 guy, one of the best in the biz. He's got 17 wins. Only Allmark has more with 18 or 19. He too below 2.5 or right around that range in the goals against department.
Capitals already with 7 shot attempts in the first 2+ minutes. Shesterkin and
Caps coming away with it the other way.
In terms of first period save percentage, Darcy's actually better than Igor in that regard. 930 to 928. Brodzinski digging in for the Rangers, sends it along and back through center on the move. The snapshot from Braden Schneider is gloved by Kemper. He'll take no chances.
Yeah, very sturdy there. Pretty routine there coming
Pretty straightforward there. Crowd's kind of quiet tonight in Madison Square Garden. Kind of surprising.
Caps have the same. The big loss for the Caps tonight is matching them offensively.
Especially since both of these two teams have the last wild card spot. You'd think they'd be more up and into it.
Out indefinitely. Peter Laviolette addressing the media this morning saying it's more than day to day.
Correct. Get well, John.
It's long term, and we obviously wish John the very best. Rangers control the offensive zone draw. Carlson's name added to a lengthy list for Washington still.
That's a nice right toe save on that pass.
Real nice save right there.
Good opportunity in tight against Kemper.
Hathaway working down the wing. Ryan Lindgren was there for New York. He'll play it on around.
Wow.
On the wall, it's Kravtsov, 74.
Not much hitting yet. Not much hitting yet.
Protus to Hathaway.
Kravtsov moves up in the lineup. He's been 3rd or 4th line some nights for their head coach Gallant, but he gets first trio opportunity.
Breakaway New York.
In on his backhand, swivels a pass. It's just ahead.
Nothing you could do there.
Charging Artemi Panarin. At point position, Keandre Miller. Miller cutbacks to the middle. Feeds for Panarin. Settles. Miller bluffs the long one-timer. 5-on-5 play as we cross the 4-minute mark of a 0-0 first period.
Some stumbles and bumbles early on here in this hockey game through the first 5 minutes. I think things will settle down. Timing will come for both teams.
Icing again. And not on a cookie or a cupcake. The way I like it.
Icing against Washington. Let's revisit the gruesome John Carlson injury.
Off the draw.
Oh, I don't want to see that again. That was a bloody mess.
The puck was rolling a little bit.
I don't want to see that again.
Right onto the side of the face of John Carlson, and we wish him well. And I know it's going to be longer than a lot of us thought it was going to be. Serious blow there on that slap shot to John.
Backstrom, Wilson, Hagelin, Brown, Malenstein, Oshie, Farivari, and Carlson all out for Peter Laviolette. Meanwhile, the Rangers can boast of
That's a lot of people out.
Yep, over 200 games lost for Laviolette. 1-3-2 without John Carlson means so much for this hockey team. Missed 6 games earlier on in the season.
They don't know how long he's going to be out for, obviously.
Rangers doubling up the Caps early on in shots on goal as Van Riemsdyk shovels this one into the Ranger bench. That almost hit Gallant. May have hit Gerard Gallant.
They may need to get new peas in their whistles tonight. I know they probably don't use those old style whistles. There's the head coach here. What a year he put together last year, bringing this team together for a good playoff run. 52 wins.
He's yelling at people right now, Gallant is.
They lost the conference final to Tampa Bay 4 games.
I think he's yelling at Paul.
Gallant was a Jack Adams finalist for NHL Coach of the Year. That honor went to Calgary's Darryl Sutter.
No score yet. Almost 5 minutes done in the game already.
But the linesmen have a problem with it, so we'll redo it. Michael Markovich, Kyle Raymond of the referees, Scott Cherry and Matt McPherson on the lines. It is McPherson who will get this face-off settled.
And it says 1:52 on the clock. Now they're trying to reset it. It says 52 now. They're going to have to reset it before we start play here in this first period.
Nothing like a break in the action due to the clock.
Look from referee Kyle Raymond.
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought he looked familiar there, Paul.
That'll get adjusted.
He was just yelling at somebody just a minute ago, though.
Now we're right. Pair of 20s on the draw. Kreider to take it. Oh, boy.
Not another whistle.
This has been an interesting...
Let's go. Let's get this puck down.
You sometimes can expect this type of start.
This one's snapped high. Locker, don't get your tinsel in a tangle. It's holiday time. Eller on the go. Fires. That's blocked. Trocheck sidestepping Ove Kubel. Rangers will clear. Through center for Kreider.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know who will win.
Yeah, make time. I mean,
Whoever has the better night, I guess, is always my answer.
Prior to 52 last year, in the history of the Rangers, not too many guys have hit the 50-goal plateau.
As a result, the Rod Gilbert Mr. Ranger Award winner a season ago was Chris Kreider.
That's a big one when it's named after that hockey great.
Kempers flips it
Kicks it all the way around.
It's bounced back to the point, and it will be the Rangers giving up the zone. Ben Harper is there, 5 in the blue. Kemper.
What was the total tonight? 6?
Both of those guys very capable handling their goalie sticks.
6 was the total.
They can to help the defenders on those dump-ins. Matt Irwin retreating for Washington.
1.5.
In the middle of a line change.
All right, line change here. Capitals in the road white, trimmed in red and blue. Rangers in the home blue sweater. NYR and the lady on the front.
Coming off setting up Alex Ovechkin for his goal that put him past Gordie Howe. There's he looks at his numbers. 23 assists, leads this Capitals team when it comes to helpers. And he's a point per game.
All right, puck getting dropped to the right of the Capitals goalie.
Assists against the Rangers a season ago. In 3
Caps come away with it.
Took 2 of 3. Both of those victories were here at Madison Square Garden. A long lead rolling in on Shesterkin. He'll play it for Goodrow. Caps in the middle of a line change. Goodrow through center. Puts it down the flank for Gauthier. On to Brodzinski. Gustafson there knocked the puck out of the air. 5-on-5.
Hey, David T. Welcome in, buddy. I'm hanging in there. Another day, another dollar. 50 cents after the government gets their job.
Back through neutral comes Brodzinski. Van Riemsdyk was in his skating lane. As Gustafson takes it back for Washington.
Similar fourth line that the Caps have also. That Brodzinski line does a pretty good
job
for the New York
got
Rangers.
knocked out of the zone there.
Energy bunched down
Caps going to have to reset.
For Gallant, the way they get out there and stir the puck.
Through center, on the move, it's
Take it away.
Drops it in his wake to Panarin. One more beautiful feed for Chuba.
Nice save. Deflected up and out.
To block it out of play. 6 minutes, 50 seconds gone by in the opening frame. Darcy
We got ourselves a TO, baby. Timeout. Timeout.
The NBA is back, and with FanDuel, this season's looking better than ever. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet.
What are we're at the halfway point, so they're 40 games through their season.
So bet on everything from spreads to same-game parlays. And when you win, you can get paid instantly. Now that's truly the thing of you.
If you make it that far into the playoffs, you're going to play 100 games or close to it. Seems like hockey just started. We're already talking about halfway done. It's crazy. Time goes by so quick with sporting seasons, you know? That mic to come down just a little bit. There we go. Wasn't a Rangers timeout, it's just a television timeout. They take television timeouts. They get their commercials in.
Get into some family drama. Even add on some TV traditions.
Santa! I know him.
Movies and hit shows. Stream live sports. Even add on other streamers and additional movies to rent or buy. Yes! 'Tis the season to bundle up. See where it takes you.
Prime Video.
Including this evening, the Capitals will play 6 of their next 10 games against Metro Division rivals. Nothing in this one.
Wow, that's a lot of games against your own division.
Game notes forecasting how the schedule lays out ahead.
Capitals are 10 wins at home and 10 on the road.
10 and 10, 10 at home, 10 on the road versus the Metro. 8 games of those 20 versus the Eastern Conference. 13, just 7 out of the conference overall, and versus current playoff teams, 8. So 12 against current.
I think I got a tough schedule coming up.
They're on a roll. Let's see them continue with this great play over the next 20.
Peter Laviolette, former New York Ranger blue liner back in 1988-89.
Yep, Colorado Rangers, Denver Rangers, New York Rangers, and the Binghamton Rangers on his resume.
That guy was a true Ranger.
Just shy of the 7-minute mark. Joe and Craig up top. Alan May is your ringside reporter tonight. Dowd on the move with Hathaway. He'll fire. That was erased by Trouba, newly named captain for the New York Rangers.
And there it is. I knew it was going to do it.
Shirts have it. Panarin sends wide on Orlov. Fancy stick handling moves. And then Dmitry Dexin.
What a beautiful play in open ice by Dmitry Orlov. That is hammer time there against Kravtsov. The way he's...
I had to turn off the other mic.
Hathaway greeted by Keandre.
Just means I'm going to have to turn off that feed there.
Bounces this one back to center. Rangers will change it up. Jensen to turn for Washington. 32-year-old Nick Jensen, the plus-minus leader for the Caps.
All right, nothing I can do there.
In his last 6 games.
Yeah, not a surprise, right? Plus-minus. Last year he was right up there, led the Caps in that department.
Penalty call. It looks like it's a slash to come here.
Penalty coming.
Yep, the referee's looking around to pull over one of the Rangers here. The Caps will go to the first extra man of this hockey game. It's been a pretty quiet
First extra man situation here.
And a disbeliever is Lindgren. He heads to the box. He's one of the premier penalty killers for Gallant. And he's going to go to the box. The Caps go to the power play.
Johansson, Strome, Kuznetsov across the top. Ovechkin and Gustafsson in back. The Capital captain in his career against New York has 19 power play goals.
Another area that Caps will miss. Big number 74 here tonight.
They miss 74. They miss 43. They miss 77.
I'm saying the newest one on that list.
All those guys are right-handed shots who've seen time in that inside diamond spot where Strome is right now. For the moment, Gustafsson feeds to Kuznetsov. Those two play two-man game at the top. Slap shot there. Shesterkin high on his crease to make the save on Kuznetsov.
And he takes any rebound away right into his belly there. Shesterkin, I mean, last year, Vezina winner.
Just under 12 minutes, just under 12 left.
32 first-place votes to win that trophy. He dominated Markstrom 154 to 53 vote-wise in the Vezina trophy rating, and the Caps are going to go 5-on-3.
Kreider.
Oh, we got another one. Tripping, probably.
This is a great opportunity to jump on the Rangers here and get this 1-0 lead. 1:40 left on the Lindgren power play. Now Kreider to the box and the takedown of Ovechkin. Here it is, right side of the screen. Wraps him up. He pulls his right shoulder and throws Ovi off balance. Kreider's a disbeliever. He wanted 2 and 2. Each of them getting possibly a minor penalty. It's not happening. Ovi to the power play.
1 minute, 40 seconds worth of 5-on-3. Strome importantly gets the draw back for Ovechkin, and he'll set it up.
All right, here go the Caps.
Sweep it down the alleyway for Strome. Johansson gets to the front of the goal. Ovechkin straight away. Going to interchange with Gustafsson. Strome off the head fake. Skip a man. Gustafsson feeds. Tap passing with Kuznetsov. Ovechkin straight away. 1:15 in the 5-on-3. Over the top comes Kuznetsov. Sweeps to Gustafsson. No shot yet. Kuznetsov will take it here. Fought off by Shesterkin at the goal line.
Goal! Caps in the box.
Marcus Johansson.
Good work down low. The D-man in front of the net, Trouba, looked like it hit him right side of the screen.
Max Trouba get involved. He's going to come down. The rebound comes off the goaltender, and it goes right under Trouba's stick. And an errant clear by Trouba puts it past Shesterkin. There it is at the post, and Marcus just puts it past the right skate blade in the pad to put it home. It's 1-0 Caps. 8:44 at the time of the power play tally for Johansson, his 4th power play goal of the season. And importantly, it came while the Caps were 5-on-3, so they're still a man to the good now. 5-on-4 for 80 seconds. A chance to add more power play damage for Kuznetsov and his gang in white. Gliding into the zone, the feed for Strome. Dillon pawns it off to Gustafsson. Kuznetsov calling for it at the half board. Kuznetsov fires by the sliding Lindgren. Kuznetsov recovers. Strome keeps it hot. Gustafsson on the outside for Ovechkin. To the slot to Strome. Steered into the corner. Lindgren upsetting things for Washington. Johansson will wrap it back to the point. Nice keep in by Ovechkin. Using the toe of his blade. Shesterkin on the intercept. Ryan Lindgren there for New York. 38 seconds left on the power play. Rangers will flee the zone. VC for Schneider.
Oh, they had the breakaway.
Likes to get up. Braden Schneider, 4 goals.
Halfway through.
Caps overall scoring first this season, buddy. 10-4-2. It's a good sign. The power play works right off the get-go. I'd like them to add another one here. Johansson from Kuznetsov and Gustafsson.
16 seconds.
44. Kreider's in the sin bin another 10 seconds. Mantha revolving through center. Sherry and Mantha, 2-man game at the line. Keandre Miller with the interrupt. And back come the Rangers with Brodzinski. New York back to even strength. Brodzinski snaps one to the glove of Kemper, and he'll hold. A chance for us to take a TV timeout.
Oh, another one?
Halfway through the opening period. The Caps get the jump.
Another one. Another TV timeout.
At the doorstep for Washington.
It's the season of inspiration at Kuhn's Mazda of Silver Spring. Make the most out of the season. Save thousands when you treat yourself to a new 2023 Mazda CX-5 at 2.9% APR plus no payments for 90 days.
Guess I have to work this differently.
$299
Hey, Amber.
Come see one of the largest selections of Mazdas in the...
Get Amber in here to move this one microphone for me. Make life easy for me. Fun night tonight. Glad you guys are here. Caps hockey covering them against the Rangers tonight. Or Rangers hockey covering them against the Capitals. Depending on how you're looking at it. Why is he barking in there? Amber, after you do that, can you come fix the microphone for me? We are at a commercial break right here, everybody, hanging out. We got a 1-0 game on a quick, early goal right there. Jessie dropping the information for us. It was nice of her. We appreciate that. Our moderator's doing a great job. Share it out. Let your friends know you're over here hanging out. We are trying to get up over 700 subscribers. That's our first goal. Want to get initially to 1,000, but we got some work to do. We can do that with your help. If you're having a good time tonight, hit it up so that you can return to it.
Johansson with tallies in 4 of his last 8 outings. The Caps have a 1-0 lead over the Rangers in New York. These Volkswagen Game Notes locker, or rather should I say this Taco Bell tape, has these 2 clubs doing pretty well in the last month of 2022.
Yeah, nice goal differential for Laviolette, best in the biz, ahead of the Bruins by 1. The Leafs at plus 15 along with the Kings and Sabres. And the Rangers make the grade tonight at plus 14. All solid teams having a tremendous month.
All of that inside of our Taco Bell tape with you.
All right, here we go. Puck's back down on the ice.
Inside of Madison Square Garden with the NHL on NBC Sports Washington.
RJ, hello.
Lafreniere for Kakko to the slot there, intended for Philip Hedl. Very talented young trio on ice for Gerard Gallant.
Yeah, they coined the kid line last year in the playoffs. They were terrific this year already. They have 22 goals and 49 points. They had 23 for the Rangers.
Oh, big hit there.
Playoff run. New York went all the way to the Eastern Conference Final. They
Elbow to the chest.
By Tampa Bay. Washington in the offensive end. Alexei Protas for Hathaway. In a tangle with Harper. Back to point position. Nobody there.
Cleared it out.
The Caps all the way back to Darcy Kemper.
And Harper wants a go in Hathaway there. Gave him a wicked slash at the end of that play. He's played extremely well for the Rangers since being recalled and signing with them. I mean, he came in and he was sort of trying out for this Ranger team and ended up.
If you're new today, say hello in the chat.
On the blue line.
Tell us who you are, what team you're on.
Just tuning in, Johansson from Kuznetsov and Gustafsson this Tuesday night at 8:44. It was a 5-on-3 power play goal for the Caps that has them on the lead.
Dun, 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 dun. Under 9 minutes.
Marcus
Under
Johansson,
9.
32-year-old Swede.
Yeah, one away from 10 goals now. Well done for number 90.
Trouba will drive it in from center. Another U.S.-born captain for the Rangers. This New York bunch didn't have a captain the last couple seasons. After Ryan McDonough,
they feel he's a great role model for all the players to follow. And this is a young group. And they continue to play and get better and better, like the line we just talked about, the Heedle line.
Zibanejad looping in.
Nice.
Fires one to the gloved hand of Kemper. He'll
Nice save. Dun, dun. Dun, dun.
Come on, man. It's Santa Barkley. You're back. That's right. And I come bearing gifts. Santa Barkley is back, and he's delivering over $20 million in gifts to all
Rob's
fans.
cheering for the Rangers. Good mix of fans in here tonight. I like it.
Anthony Mantha and the Capitals in town in New York. Healthy scratches tonight.
Dynamite.
TNT. Are out of the
TNT.
lineup for Washington, but on the trip. 11 other games going on this Tuesday around the NHL as play resumes after the holiday break. Trocheck moving in quickly there for BC. Lindgren closing, fires, glove, save.
Oh, nice save.
Nice play by Lindgren moving laterally there. 4 shots already into the glove of the goaltender Kemper. His backup is Charlie Lindgren. There's his brother. And the blue line for the Rangers, 3 of 4 in their family are goaltenders. His other brother and his dad, along with Charlie, are the goaltenders. And Ryan's the only blue liner for the Rangers, big double nickel.
Double fives.
A 5th-year pro.
That's a hockey family if I've ever seen it.
Yes, a 7th-year pro. And those two guys have never faced each other in NHL play. And that story continues tonight with Kemper getting the nod. Washington hosting Ottawa on Thursday. The Rangers will travel to Tampa for their next action. Fox swings away from Mantha.
Crazy like a fox. Trying to get a line change.
5 here with 7:50 separating us from CIS Intermission Live. Caps have a 5-on-3 power play goal from Marcus Johansson to get the
Oh, their Caps video went out here for a minute.
New York. Folks, it's time for the over-under presented by FanDuel. Total goals scored for tonight's game is now 5.5.
5.5 is your current total right now.
Shows you what execution of a system can do. Fox is tricky. He's an excellent defenseman. He joins the attack. He had nowhere to go. He stood behind the net for 20 seconds, and he didn't have a play. Try to extend it through the neutral zone with a pass. Easily deflected, but deflected for an icing call.
Jensen fires a good pass
Oh!
by Shesterkin. Orlov at point position. Leaves this one along the boards. Ovechkin and Strome going after it. Rangers have it surrounded, and it's Trocheck who will slither back through center.
Slither?
The pass
How's he
crossed ice,
slither?
down by Jensen. He rolled it ahead to himself. Are they going to call closing the hand on the puck here?
Yes,
Yes, they are.
Jensen's going. I don't think it from up here. It didn't look like he closed his hand. It looked like he opened it and just threw it out of the palm of his hand. I didn't see him completely close it. We're going to have to watch that close.
That's 2 minutes.
Kyle Raymond says closing the hand on the puck.
It happened just inside the blue line. We'll see from the replays if indeed he did close the hand on the puck. It only has to be for a fraction. They don't let you away with much leeway on this play. Here's the puck knocked into the zone right here. A backhand pass. That's pretty close. He's probably due a minor penalty because he caught it in midair. You could see the timing, then threw it
Yeah, you
down,
could tell he did.
which is closing the hand on the puck.
Rangers were just 1 for 9 against Washington in the 3-game season set last year on the power play. They get their first advantage on the night. You see the special teams numbers bottom of the screen. Setting it quickly for Fox. Zibanejad's one-timer fought off by Kemper.
He's going to shoot all the time. He leads them in power play shots. That's his 55th shot on the power play for Zibanejad.
Fox rotates to the middle, feeds for Panarin. Both of those guys are assist maestros. Kreider lurking at the post. Zibanejad will switch it around to Panarin. Just less than 7 minutes to operate in period 1. Panarin on the feed. Fox sends it. Zibanejad laced that one right to the shoulder pads of Kemper.
And Panarin's their setup guy along with Fox. Zibanejad's a shooter. That's why he's got 10 PPGs leading this Ranger team.
Kreider inside.
Oh!
Blocked off there by Kemper.
Caps clear it.
Swept to safety by Orlov. Fox to swing, 24-year-old New Yorker. Played collegiately at Harvard.
Already has a Norris Trophy under his belt.
Kreider on
Nice.
top to Zibanejad. Fox getting away from Sherry. Fires. Kemper stayed with that one, and it's batted out of the air smoothly.
What position is Judge playing? That's what I want to know.
44 seconds left in the sin bin for Jensen. Don't see that penalty called.
Half a minute on the penalty. Half a minute.
For closing your hand on the puck. Hedl carving through center. Hedl at the attacking line. Kako there. At point position, Trouba on the way, deflected wide of the goal.
Nice shot. Nice save.
Goes around the glass and sends it all the way down.
Real sturdy defensive play there by Gustafson on the PK. A couple of real good heads-up plays to kill off some serious seconds.
Hedl on the go. Hedl to the outside, play it around to Kako. He'll switch it. Lafreniere is next. 5 seconds left in the man advantage. Kako.
What'd he say?
Back to point position, Trouba. Jensen makes a beeline out of the penalty box.
Oh, it's in front! Oh, what a save!
Kemper gets back.
Still got it.
That's erased in front. Nice work by Van Riemsdyk.
Wow.
To help out their net
Approaching
leader.
5 minutes remaining.
Kuznetsov will scuttle this into the New York zone. It
Good
remains a
Lord.
1-0 lead for Washington thanks to Marcus Johansson. 5 minutes left to play in the opening period. When the Caps win this season, their penalty
Watch your mouth, Paul.
90%. They neutralize the Rangers' first effort there. Madison Square Garden getting noisy.
Not going to do any of your Hawaiian curse
Goodrow
words in
back
here.
to the point. Schneider will keep it in. Goodrow chasing it down in the corner. Moves the puck for Brodzinski.
Rex, lay
Deflected
down,
by
buddy.
Stroh, but kept
Lay
alive
down.
by Miller. Alex Alexiev is in the lineup after the Carlson injury. Alexiev now back after his own injury time on that sick bay list.
Hasn't played too much here in the first period because of penalties. A couple of
Coming up on 4 minutes, approaching 4.
The Caps, not a whole lot of 5-on-5 play here in this first.
Protas is sent away, spoiled by Miller. As the Caps were getting on the plane this morning, you saw Lucas Johansson carrying his bag over his shoulder, a few hockey steps. There's been a call-up from the American Hockey League's Bears. On the move, Trocheck fires. That sizzler goes wide.
That was a rocket.
3:55 left in the first. Jensen finagles away from Vesey. And away come the Caps through center. Johansson not able to stick handle around Fox. Counter-attack for Vesey. Shut down by Jensen. Two teams are playing 5-on-5. It was a 5-on-3 power play goal for Marcus Johansson that has Washington in front. Jensen poke check by
Poked
Fox.
it away.
Here comes Vesey. And he'll send it into the cap zone to complete a change for New York.
Vesey's been a pleasant surprise for the Rangers. 6 goals, 12 points. Came in as a tryout guy, a PTO to start this season and made the club and has contributed a ton to the Rangers early this season.
Orlov on the headman for Mantha. Mantha further still to Milano. His drop pass was thieved by Panarin.
Nice
Taken
steal.
Right back by Van Riemsdyk. Mantha to the slot. Good poke check waiting by Schneider. Orlov from point position.
Oh, well.
Petrie for Milano. Stick check there. The
I'm
long
finished
reach
with
of
it, too.
Harper, who stands 6'6". Clearing
Copy,
numbers.
copy, copy,
Stolen by
copy.
Washington. Kuznetsov has it again. Second
Pretty
leading
sure that's
scorer
the
for
animal,
Capitals,
first
just
animal you
below
see on the
goal line. Milano gets crunched
safari
there.
ride.
Sonny kicked it loose. Pitchfork free
Okay,
by
unhook
Schneider.
this.
He's not going to get it out.
Pull the cord out from over there and move this over here. It's not working. I tried to do it again. I got the same thing blacked out.
Orlov keeping it to the outside. That's turned away.
I'll just wait till Mikey comes over and can take a look at it.
Looking for a break.
And they don't have much gas because
Wrestling
they had to kill the
guy's
time
going
in
to come
their
over
own
and
zone.
try
They
to
didn't
figure
have
out
the
why it's
puck
doing
at
that.
all. And Aaron Spanish and Ramsop, they had trouble getting
That's not why. Turn it on. Watch. It'll change in a second.
As Heedle gets worked over by
So I'll
Irwin.
turn it on for a second anyway.
Alexa Landeskog, Brent Johnson warming up for CIS Intermission Live back home. Alan May is with us as our ringside reporter tonight with 2 minutes to go in the first. Keandre Miller forced back by Alexa.
2 minutes to go in the first.
Heedle chooses Trouba.
On through Lafreniere and back. Alexia for Washington with a veteran Irwin on
If
the
you
back
give it a
end.
minute or two, it'll all of a sudden
Down
go from that
tumbles this
to...
ahead. Nick Dowd has a 2-on-1 developing. Alexiev's in, fires off the
See that?
crossbar.
It'll go to
He
that.
had his Russian countryman beaten there.
Just takes a
Back
few
comes
minutes.
Kako, 1 against
I don't know
3. Alexiev, who just moments ago rang the iron.
And that play all
Let's go ahead
started
and
through the neutral zone
unplug
with some
that,
good
roll it up.
passing, but also a very good
Huh?
interference job by
Yeah.
Hathaway, which sprung the Caps 2-on-1.
Okay.
Along the
The thing
boards,
squirts right there.
Van Riemsdyk there.
Yeah.
Kick it loose down low. Waiting. Back
Pick
to
up that
point
tape,
position. Van Riemsdyk with Strome. Further still for Sherry as we get to the McNugget minute of the opening period.
Thought we were going to see a Michigan with all that time Stromer had behind the net.
Back they come 3-on-3, the Rangers. Folks, if the Caps score in the final minute of any regulation period, you get a free 6-piece McNuggets with a minimum $1 purchase. The next day, available only on the McDonald's app.
Preston, pick it up.
Watching World Juniors, 2 Canadians tried it right off the get-go in the game last night.
Lacrosse moves on ice.
So over there, but I guess because it's closer, you're
I don't know
getting
about
that
that
one
in
too
a
a
World
little
Junior
bit.
tournament, but hey, that's just me. 24 seconds left. Johansson skipping into the zone. Eller fires. Shesterkin, a smart-looking save there. He went to the splits.
Great save.
Jensen
Fantastic save.
maneuvering through center. Final 10 seconds of the period. Orlov out wide to Obey Kubel.
7 seconds.
Obey Kubel straightened up by Ryan Lindgren. Eller behind the goal, centering pass off the net as the horn
There's your horn.
sounds, ending 1.
End of the first.
They got it in. They got their legs underneath them. The power play powers them up 1-0 with Marcus's goal from the goal line. Very well done.
Intermission live coming up next.
To outplay the New York Rangers.
Folks, after this TV timeout, we'll be sending you for CIS Intermission Live. Alexa Landeskog.
Every time they say that CIS, I think they're saying CSI for some reason.
Johansson on the board. After the break, it's CIS Intermission Live.
They must pay them a lot of money to say that all the time. Thought we'd see more action this first period, to be honest with you. Kind of surprised it's a low-scoring game. Then again, that can change in a minute. I had a 1-0 game last week, and all of a sudden it was like 5-3 in the second.
This many new players on the ice when the game looked this good, but also not so good. Yeah, these times feel different.
The NBA is back, and with FanDuel, this season's looking better than ever. Because right now, new customers get
All right, when they come back in here to the intermission, we'll listen in, see what they're going to talk about.
So bet on everything from spreads to same-game parlays. And when you win, you can get paid instantly. Now that's true.
Anybody new here for the first time by chance?
FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet and get up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win.
I am surprised we couldn't get a bigger thing on the screen there. Let me try to take that up a notch.
Any questions, Chris?
All good. Thanks, Mom. There you go. One new inhaler.
Nice. Did you get my refill too?
Maybe.
Here you go, sir.
A lifesaver.
So nice day. Healthier is managing all your family's prescriptions in one app. CVS Pharmacy.
It doesn't look like it. I'll zoom out.
Hi, welcome to Toyota.
getting a RAV4 hybrid. And I'm getting a Tundra.
Oh, and you're getting a Valley Ride.
And I'm getting a truck.
Cat Fab, what's up? Game is not on in your area. What team are you a fan of, Cat? Hey, Marky Do, welcome in.
Come in today, but you're already here.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's early, but the battle in the East is already raging. And there's a new spot for best in the West. Just when you think you've seen it
We're still on a commercial break here.
you realize you ain't seen nothing yet.
Rangers from New York, well, welcome in. I'll be calling more Rangers games throughout the year, so if you like the way I'm doing it, then hit me up with a follow before you leave. And welcome in. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
The NBA's biggest stars are ready to shine at the NBA.
It's funny because the Capitals are somewhat close to me, I can't get the Rangers broadcast tonight. I usually flip back and forth for both broadcasts. I can't get them tonight. They won't give it to me. They'll only give me the Capitals broadcast.
Each vote gives you a chance to win 2 tickets to the star-studded celebration. NBA All-Star Voting, presented by AT&T, is open now.
Yeah, I'd like to.
NBC Sports Washington.
All right, here they go. Coming back in here.
Intermission Live, presented by CIS.
Well, thanks to Marcus Johansson, the Capitals jump out to the 1-0 lead at the end of 20. That's Brent Johnson. I'm Alexa Landestoy. This is CIS Secure Intermission Live. Johnny, we mentioned in the pregame show how important these games are right now against opponents in division, so the first period was definitely what we wanted to see. Let's take a closer look at some of those highlights, how the Capitals were getting after the Rangers all night long. Johnny, an early chance on Shesterkin. This one working from the Eller line. It was Eller, a little tic-tac-toe to Abe Kubel. A nice early look.
Yeah, I just like the way Mojo goes down below the goal line. It's a quick no-look pass, almost sensing him up there. And Shesterkin takes away the angle, makes a nice save on Abe Kubel.
Yeah, the Kuzi line recently been generating so many opportunities here. Mantha to Milano. Close one.
Another great little look. They almost 2-on-1. The defenseman there, and a great save off Milano on here. And here's
You're good, Rob. That's a good choice.
Yep. See, all the time in the world for Kuzi, and Trouba just makes a little mistake here. You can see here, he tries to get that puck out, pushed it right down to Mojo. Mojo right where he needs to be on a 5-on-3. Caps are winning special teams.
The third 5-on-3 goal this season for the Capitals. It's tied for most in the NHL. And here's your accurate game stats, how it looks at the end of the first period. The shots in favor of the Rangers, 1 for 2 on the power play. And Johnny, the Capitals winning at the faceoff dot as well.
That's a great stat that the Caps are winning there. But I look at the shots, you know, the Rangers 13, but most of them have been from the perimeter. So the Caps have been doing their job defensively.
Let's revisit tonight's odds presented by FanDuel. Make every moment more. The Capitals
all about the power play tonight, right now so far.
Position here, the Metro Division odds. The Capitals at plus 2,500, meaning a $10 bet on the Capitals to win the Metro right now would pay out $260. Marcus Johansson, the goal scorer for the Capitals. He's standing by now with Alan May. Let's send it out.
Marcus, you guys have scored 12 of the 17 games since you've been on this roll, power play goals, that is. What has the key to the power play been in the last, since November 23rd?
Just sticking to the plan, taking what's there, not forcing things. I think we're moving the puck well, too. So when we keep the puck tempo up, I think that opens up a lot of chances for us, and we got to keep doing that.
6-1-1 in your last 8 road games, 5-game winning streak. What do you have to do in the second period here?
We got to keep it a little bit cleaner. I think we're turning it up a little bit, turning it over a little too much, and we're kind of feeding their game a little bit. So keep it simple in neutral zone and try and spend some more time down there, because I think that's where we can take advantage.
All right, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thank you.
Mojo with his 9th goal of the season to give the Capitals the lead. Coming up next, we're going to take a closer look at some of those Rangers opportunities, and this stops by Pembroke.
The headlines are real. Your mobile device can be compromised. CIS defends. Whether at home, a secure facility, international travel, or downrange. One highly secure platform, multiple missions. Learn more at CISsecure.com.
What will you do? What will you change? Will you make something better?
All right, they're at the commercials right now. Let me get Kat's name up on the big board here. as our most recent subscriber. We're grateful for that. Yeah, I got a Bruins game scheduled, I think, coming up. We'll see how that goes. They're having a good year, much better than I thought they would. Per Lockers. It's always fun calling hockey and meeting new fans. Hockey fans are extremely passionate about their teams and what they do. I love that. Loyalty like no ever. Commitment to what they're doing. It's a good thing. I don't have a team for hockey. Don't have a team for hockey. I just like calling hockey. Tonight. Gotta get that up just a little bit.
But your mind is also on the future. We work with clients to help them grow and protect their money with wealth management, trust services, and insurance.
I think we got a pretty good little thing going over here. I'm really happy with how we broadcast hockey. I like all the information up on the screen. I think it's interactive. All the people are part of it. I think all that's good. I'll bring it back out right now. When they come back, I turn the mic down when I'm doing the TV so you don't get a lot of echo. Thank you for the heads up, though. Come back. Set it right there.
Just text me if you want more.
Okay.
I came from the gutter, hey, whole team limitless. Never said that we above. Whole pride showing love. Cause we on the up, team going up, we run it up.
This NBC Sports Washington coverage of Caps hockey tonight is being brought to you by Toyota. Better availability means better deals at your Toyota dealer. Shop buyatoyota.com. Iron Bow. Visit them at ironbow.com. And by Papa John's. The day after the Capitals score 5 or more goals,
on Papa John's.
get 50% off regular menu price pizzas at papajohns.com with code CAPS50.
Welcome back. Let's get into our Thompson Creek window of opportunity. And Johnny, some nice saves and a little bit of puck luck for Darcy Kemper.
Well, yeah, I mean, originally it's just all about rebound control, putting pucks in the corner. His glove was working tonight. He's tracking pucks well. Here it comes to the belly. No rebound for these guys. But look where all these shots are coming from, Alexa, from the perimeter.
Yep.
The Caps are doing their job. Another glove save. Watch his eyes right behind the puck here. Watch him follow it right down to the puck. Eyes perfectly placed. Here's a nice save on Mika Zibanejad on the power play. A beautiful save. This one's even better. It's the fake shot up front, getting down, getting low, and being a big body in front. This one is where your puck luck comes through. We don't know
where
how.
that was.
Yes, we still don't know how that stayed out. But look at the way the Caps swarm around their goaltender. Watch all 4 bodies drop in here. Everyone, you can see all the Caps players, or all 5 bodies actually get in there. And you know what? They're just clearing pucks out. Look at knocking blue shirts down, and they're doing what they need to do. Block a shot here at the end. Perfect period. Couple turnovers late by the Caps, but I think their puck management throughout the whole first period was fantastic.
Yeah, don't know where and how that puck didn't go over, but we'll take a little luck
angle.
on your side. Definitely works. All right, you mentioned some of those things you want to see cleaned up. What else do you hope to see from the Capitals here in the middle 20?
Well, I mean, continue doing what they're doing, right? They were first to pucks a lot. They were getting in on the forecheck. They make the opposition defensemen go back and kind of delay back in their zone because they have no outlets. So that means they're doing their job structurally. Another period like that, and the Capitals will be up going into the third.
And how about, too, you see on those chances in the highlights, so many different lines contributing for the Capitals offensively as well. I feel like that's what we've seen recently in their success.
That's why it's been going. Everyone's, we've been talking about the Ovechkin thing, but the reason that it's so great is because of that, coupled with Ovi. All four lines are going, all the different defensive pairs are going. Whoever stepped in has done their job, and they're getting it done no matter what.
So many different lines up and down the lineup right now. The Capitals are clicking. They will look to carry that momentum into the second period. The Capitals taking that 1-goal lead. We'll get you back to Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin on the call from MST next.
This winter, meet the heroes of performance.
All right, almost done with intermission. Amber brought me this really good mustard to try. It's a German mustard. Oh, man. It is really good. It's called Herlockers. Man. I'm having it with pork. It really tastes good. So 1-0 going into the second. Caps kind of controlled the puck most of that game. We'll see if Rangers are a good team, so that ain't going to stay that way. I look for the Rangers to come out aggressive here on this as they come out for the second. I surely don't expect this game to be a 1-0 game. It's not bad. I mean, it's nice, Pork loin with this mustard is pretty good. It wouldn't be a good mustard for a hot dog, but it's good for stuff like that. Like a dipping mustard type thing. It's got a nice little bite to it. And, of course, we got to watch 10,000 FanDuel commercials. Turkey sandwich. Nice. Turkey's always good. I like the Thanksgiving dinner with all the turkey fixings and everything. A turkey sandwich with a little bit of cranberry, then some stuffing, and then a couple green beans, and then a little bit of mashed potato, and then another level of cranberry. That would be good. 1 a.m. over there. Yes, Rob, middle of the night. Good to see you, buddy. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. The Battle of Alberta. That's 2 Canadian teams, right? I imagine. Calgary and somebody else. You like mayo on that too, Joe? I don't need the mayo for me if I have the cranberry sauce. That kind of gives me the flow that I need. But that's just me. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm watching a Checkers commercial. That food never looks that good when it arrives. Never. Oilers versus Flames. Okay. Gotcha.
This is going to be close. But it looks like Paige is onto a winner thanks to Power Hour. With the PointsBet Power Hour, you get boosted odds or free bets every single day. But be quick, they don't hang about. PointsBet, your move.
Dumb commercial there. Wonder how much Checkered paid to have 2 commercials almost back to back. Almost back to back.
All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Hockey League is prohibited.
The NHL will get mad.
Our NBC Sports Washington coverage of Capitals hockey is being brought to you by your local Washington area Honda dealers. When you want to get more, then it has to be a Honda. Don't settle for less. Visit your local Honda dealer today. CIS Secure. Innovate. Integrate. Customize and protect with CIS Secure. And by Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Ah, yes. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning. Craig Laughlin, Lady Liberty demands it. Caps have a 1-0 advantage after 20 minutes of play. Folks, the PWHPA Secret Dream Gap Tour. The ladies running the rink, returning to MedStar Caps Ice.
All right, here we go.
March, part of the Capitals PWHPA Showcase. Go to
Oh, you gotta have salads. Salads are good.
PWHPA for tickets. Individual day passes.
Salads are good stuff.
As well as a weekend pass for all 4 games. The first 250 tickets sold, including a gift. A custom Capitals PWHPA Showcase drawstring backpack.
I'm so upset that I'm going to miss it this year, Joe. Last year, alumni were part of the coaching staff. I was part of Team Sonnet's coaching staff. We won the championship. It was an absolute blast. It is fabulous hockey. If you haven't seen it, please go see it.
All right, here we go. Puck getting ready to drop in a second.
Also has added Hillary Knight to the roster.
Very nice. I'm sure they would appreciate the support. He's Craig Laughlin. I'm Joe Beninati. Alan May, rather, is your rinkside reporter on this night in New York. As we tip our cap to all the men and women in our technical crew for their efforts day and night.
Man, the ice looks good. They do a nice job getting this ice together in between periods.
We hope that you will enjoy this one with us. A 1-0 advantage for the Capitals. A 5-on-3 power play goal for Washington's Marcus Johansson. An early delayed penalty against the Caps to start the second. Shesterkin is on the bench at 6-on-5 as the Caps go shorthanded here.
There's a penalty coming.
Call right off the get-go, 32 seconds in. So the Rangers will have their second power play opportunity. And the Rangers,
That was quick.
Wasn't sure.
That was really quick.
He was going to take the...
There's not working again.
He thought it might go against him. So the Caps will go short-handed here. Calling the player across right here on this play. And a disbeliever on that whole play. It looked like Dmitry Orlov right here on Zibanejad. Now, I don't look at that as being a tripping minor, and neither does Orlov. He's a disbeliever in the penalty box, wearing the A tonight for the Caps on the road.
Carolina,
All right, we'll roll with that.
The out-of-town board, Foster Natchez have struck for the Hurricanes. Boston and Ottawa. The Caps get Ottawa on Thursday at home. 0-0 for the Bees and Sens this Tuesday night. Man advantage for New York in the reverse retro blue sweaters here at MSG. Fox works the power play point around Hathaway. Second man advantage for the New Yorkers tonight with Panarin.
The Caps got to try to whittle through this. Rangers want to put one in the basket here.
Kreider just gets away from him. Van Riemsdyk shovels it around the wall. Jensen's there, but not in time to clear just yet. Panarin will set it. Cross rink for Fox off the head fake. Fox will delay. He'll choose Panarin. Artemi Panarin feeds. Fox didn't shoot it, not just yet. Deflection there from Kemper. Good save by Kemper, deep in his crease.
That was a real good height deflection there. Good stop.
Long slapper, Panarin broken up. And then Nick Dowd will clear.
And going corner to corner, spreads out the penalty killers. And that allowed that lane in the middle to open up because the Caps had to go from one side to the other. Allowed that high tip from Chris Kreider.
Gustafsson plays. Van Riemsdyk is next. And around the glass and out. The Capitals with a 5-on-3 power play goal in the first.
Under a minute in the power play. Under a minute.
Oshie and Kuznetsov have tallied 5-on-3 goals this season. The Caps are 3 for 4 in those circumstances. Protecting that 1-0 lead now. A man down with the Orlov in the box. Another 38 seconds. Kravtsov for Capo Kakko. Matched up with Sherry.
There's Paul using language again.
Leaves it to the point for Trouba. Trouba straight away. Change the point of attack with Hedl. Kakko this side. Early stages of the second. Capo Kakko fires. Broken up in front by Irwin, and he'll tumble this.
Paul's buddy's the announcer. That's why he keeps using it.
Something to happen in front of the net. Lafreniere got it right in the backside there on that long-range shot from the forward.
7 seconds. That'll get it clear.
There for Kemper. As Orlov is up at the penalty box door, the Caps have done the job. 2 for 2 on the PK.
Which they've done an immense improvement.
I can if I need to.
They are red hot in killing penalties. They've only allowed 15 power play goals their last 31 games coming into this action tonight.
Gauthier on the move, swings one to the slot area. Van Riemsdyk was on guard for Washington. Johansson back through center, and he's boomed down to the ice. Marcus.
I might have to go to a Capitals game sometime. Maybe that's what I need to do.
Keandre Miller. Around she comes for Braden Schneider. And on the move through center, it's Gauthier to send it past Alexiev and in. Alex Alexiev looking for his first ever NHL goal. He had Shesterkin beaten late in the first. He hit the crossbar. Ovechkin roaring in. Ovechkin, nice poke check, the long reach of Keandre Miller. Served him well.
And it served him
Oh, yeah, but the announcer is.
on that. He just reached around and knocked that puck off the stick of Alex Ovechkin. Well defended by that young defenseman.
Kuznetsov through center. Plays it along to Milano. Sonny Milano getting to the
Yeah, I
outside.
got to do that at some time.
That's an easy stick save for Shesterkin. On the hop through center. Vesey on the move. Gets to the outside and he'll brush it on around looking for Trocheck and/or Kreider. Kept at point position.
Nice job there, keeping on point.
Bounce loose there for Kuznetsov, and the Caps will slow the tempo here with Orlov. Expect Dimitri to get the lion's share of the ice time. That's surrendered now with John Carlson on the injured list. Beautiful interchange.
Oh, breakaway!
Right-hand backhand. Sprawling Shesterkin.
Great save.
Marvelous pad save.
What a save.
I talked about that last game, about the amount of breakaways that Mantha gets. He may have the most in this Caps team. So he's getting opportunities. Just couldn't find
What a save right there.
Any area to slip it under. He was going for his 9th goal of the season. Good power move, good passing up the ice by the Caps here on the road against the Rangers. They break him down, and here's the breakaway. Goes to the backhand.
For all those coming in August for the community get-together, I should have information tomorrow about the hotels and be getting that out to everybody.
That way with that brilliant kick-out stop.
I'm hopeful tomorrow.
Washington, thanks to a Johansson power play goal in the first. Gustafsson checking both shoulders. On around for Johansson. He'll chisel to center. On the fly here, Obey Kubel. Snapshot to the front. Almost hooked up there with Lars Eller. Caps will rewind. Gustafsson. Further still Obey Kubel. As Shesterkin gives the marching orders for Harper.
This line, beware of this cap. This line with the Caps on the ice against their top trio. They're poaching a lot. In the first period, they were cherry picking up near the far blue line. Beware of Panarin and Kravtsov in particular.
Zibanejad on the wing, marked there by Alexiev. As it's kicked back to the Washington defense. 5-on-5 play unfolds. Alexiev will chase this down for Washington. Propel it ahead to Obey Kubel. Then Johansson surrounded by 3 in the reverse retro blue. Philip Hedl, smooth skater, racing through center now. Hedl, full blast the attacking line. Fires.
Nice glove save.
Kemper.
So fast he took Ovechkin's stick with him when he had a head of steam between the blue and the red. Smart play by Ovi, letting that stick drop, or he would have been heading to the penalty box for the hook.
Yeah, I saw that, Paul. I put it on the spreadsheet.
Stick drop.
I got to start getting that organized. I'm hoping over the next, once I have the hotel information and I can put that in people's hands, they'll start giving, because I'm going to buy the tickets, and once you buy the tickets, if they don't pay them, they won't be sitting with the group. Because once I do the group thing, that's it. I have to get those tickets because the Mets game is going to go quick.
It feels like it with Charlie Lindgren in there, but somebody else may interrupt.
I think it was Ovi the previous week. Yeah.
He's been busy atop the list.
Absolutely.
Hathaway trickles this one along. Keandre Miller is there in the regroup with Trouba. 28-year-old Michigan native. On for Lafreniere. Cross ice pickup. Kakko fires.
Nice save.
By Darcy Kemper.
Give credit there to Hathaway. The hard back check just sensed the forward there on that play. Gonna get hit there, and he got enough of them to make that shot rather routine for his netminder Kemper.
Jensen towards the goal. Dowd was there. Cross traffic in front of Shesterkin. Kakko through center will clear in. Kemper in his last 6 starts. Save percentage is around 95%.
That's pretty good.
Darcy with a mark of 4-0-1 in his last 5 decisions.
And 2.44 against the Rangers in his career, less than 2.5. Nice tidy number.
Rangers on the regroup, getting things organized. It's Fox. Better than 50 assists last year. The Last Ranger blue liner.
50 assists.
Brian Leach.
Pretty good. Hall of Famer.
That's a good name to be in there. Brian Leach, I know that name.
Orlov's headman out of reach for Strome. Dylan hustling after it. Dylan Strome, the third leading point scorer for the Caps this season. Bunts it for Sherry. To the point, Van Riemsdyk. Here the Caps go into that five-man cycle weave. Ryan Lindgren will interrupt for New York. Play it on around. Didn't get it out. Ovechkin tiptoes away from Gauthier. Strome took that one out of the air. Fires. Glove save.
Oh, wasn't paying attention. He could have had an easy goal.
Success last year here in New York.
Ovechkin in tight. Shesterkin the stop. Rebound still loose in the paint. And finally, Shesterkin has it under his glove. Break time for us in Manhattan. 7 minutes. 14 seconds into period 2, and the Caps still cling to that one-goal lead.
Caps clinging to the lead.
You tried to save a buck on it.
Not so smart.
Well, there is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon.
That's right. For a limited time.
I'm so sick of these Verizon commercials. I ain't gonna lie.
Guaranteed for 3 years.
I feel like they're on every time I turn around. Dun, 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 dun. I'll take that down while this commercial's going through. Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. Appreciate you hanging out with us, watching some hockey. Hopefully, we'll start getting some YouTube share-outs at some point along the way. It's harder than you know to get that first 1,000. And we're still, 310 away. We were rolling for a bit there. I'm hoping maybe doing some football this weekend will help us grab something or other that we might not have done in the past. We will see. Guess I have to put out another short tomorrow to just keep things going over the other channel. Oh, it's going to be a long night. I'm tired already. Man, they're showing this Mercedes. Looks like it's got its own daggone computer on the whole front dash. Good Lord. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. No car should have a full-fledged computer screen in it like that.
Check so far, the Caps have a 1-0 advantage thanks to a 5-on-3 power play goal as we share time with Alan May, who wishes to brag more about the Caps' special teams.
November 23rd, guys, the Caps have scored in 12 of 17 games. The penalty kill's been perfect in 9 of those games. They've got a power play goal tonight, but their 5-on-5 play to me has been what's been most stellar. When you look at how great the defense and the forwards are playing together, it's a puck possession game. It's been amazing to see this team come together in the last 17 games.
Sure has, Alan. Right now, the guys are at even strength as Shesterkin makes a quick glove save on a set piece off the draw from Mantha. Alan May with us in New York. Alexa Landestoy, Brent Johnson in the studios tonight with the NHL on NBC Sports Washington.
I'll never forget when I went to my first hockey game.
First of 4 meetings, the next one comes at the
We're
tail end of
talking
February,
probably
as we hear the whistle with 12:27 to go.
20 plus years ago.
20
20 plus years ago. Kobe, what's up? I'm watching it on the Washington channel down here in Maryland. What's up, buddy? Welcome in, Kobe. It's also on the MSG network. Those are the two where it's on. All right, have a good night, Nandy. Have a good night. So when I went to my first hockey game, it was the Bruins against somebody up in Boston. And I knew nothing about hockey. I mean, zero. Zero. And the guy that I went with was a big hockey aficionado, right? Still is. So when we're at the game, we're up there in Boston watching. Oh, nice save. Deflected it off. I knew what the C on the uniform meant. Obviously being captain. Punch down, shoot it back in. Another nice save. I said, well, what's the A for? Because I didn't know. And I believed it at the time. I was gullible. He said, well, that's the guy that's identified. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, well, it's, I can't say the word on here, but I'll give you the idea. He goes, that's a A double snake hole. A double snake hole. He goes, he's identified as that. Anybody that's identified as that by the league has to wear that on their uniform. So that everybody knows that that's the guy on the team that's that way. And I believed it for like half a game. I didn't know.
Saucer pass. Nice recovery, though, there for Washington by Lars Eller defensively.
That's why you track up the middle to intercept plays like that.
At the line, Johansson there with Orlov to the front for Ove Kubel.
Oh.
Behind him as we near the midway mark of regulation time in a low-scoring affair here in Gotham
No
City.
problem.
Well, both these teams have really stifled the offenses of the...
Coming up on 10 minutes. Coming up on 10.
Coming into this game, 2.20 goals against the Rangers.
I figured it was just a guy that got in a fight all the time. That's why they identified him that way.
Of its last 16. Fox fakes on the interchange there. That pass was too hot to handle. Comes all the way through for Vesey. On top to Ryan Lindgren. Then Trocheck. High slot area. Fox fires. To the
We should make Stacey Rogers wear the A here.
Kreider.
I'm going to let her know that.
Eyes away from Kemper there.
I'm going to let her know she's going to have to wear the A.
Rangers and Capitals 5-on-5 continues. Nick Dowd jams it along the boards. Protas sends it out, and Hathaway works in one-on-one. Garnet Hathaway's drive.
Save.
That rolls into the glove of Shesterkin.
Get a fight going. Come on, hit him.
Hathaway gets
Stop dancing there like two little country girls in the middle of a pond smacking each other. I feel like I'm watching Little House on the Prairie. Agitators. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Rangers get one. It's all Vesey.
Well, that would apply to Stacey too.
Middle by Eller snuffs that chance out. Vesey's been great this year for the Rangers. Nice play. Had to sauce it on the sliding D. Backtracking works out well for Lars.
Lars Eller on the verge of becoming the second best point-scoring Danish-born NHL player. Franz Nielsen, Nikolai Ehlers, Lars Eller in that mix. Strome. On a scrambled draw, the Rangers come out of there with it. It's Trouba on the flank for Capo.
3-on-4. That ain't going to work.
Gustafsson paddles it into the corner. There's Sherry. Gustafsson picked up a helper on the
I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, or when I'm going to do it, David T. At some point, maybe.
Assists in 4 straight games.
Wait and see. I don't have enough time in the day as is right now. And I'm not going to call that over Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football.
He's racking up, and a solid plus-minus. He's now plus 10 in his last 7 games overall.
Not sure.
Chance for us to take a little time out. 10 minutes.
Another timeout.
Number 2, just 1 goal on the board.
Another timeout. Pro wrestling's changed though. It's more commercialized now. It's not as much of a great wrestling match as it is commercials and sales pitches. There's a lot of downtime on a wrestling show. But we'll see. Oh, excuse me. Maybe. I thought I got enough sleep last tonight. I guess I didn't. Guess I did not. Right now, I got to worry about YouTube getting me share outs over here. No, that wasn't pro wrestling. Pro wrestling people actually get hurt. They weren't doing anything there. They weren't doing anything. Oh, there's that CIS place they're advertising. No wonder. They're advertising Taco Bell now. I just can't eat Taco Bell. I've tried. It just doesn't work for me. It doesn't taste anything like Mexican food to me at all. Doesn't taste anything like Mexican food. Go to a good Mexican restaurant, you get a good Mexican meal. You know you've had Mexican, you know. You can taste the heat. You can taste the flavoring. I go to Taco Bell, I taste flat cardboard and old meat. Sorry, Jesse.
Enjoying this one so far with Washington in front by 1 thanks to Marcus Johansson. Folks, these Hyundai assist leaders put the top setup teams this month on display.
Yeah, in December only the Oilers are better than the Caps, 2 better in team assists overall. The Jets with 80 and the Flames with 78. Caps throwing around the pill well and
all right, here we go.
Which adds to those totals. The month of December has been very good.
Capitals have won 9 times this month. The Rangers have won 8 times this month. And New York has earned victories in each of its last 4 outings here at Madison Square Garden, where they trail on home ice to Washington. As Jensen uses the boards to clear.
9:25 left in the second.
Speed would have negated the icing there. Shesterkin using the glass to get it back to center. On the rewind for Nick Dowd. Dowd trudging into the zone. Gets back checked by Zibanejad.
Overall, the Rangers on home ice have not been great this season overall. Coming into tonight's action, just 8-6-4 at MSG.
Fox measured there by Orlov. Protas comes to help. Dowd at center for Washington. Goals in 3 of his last 5. Ryan Lindgren to the outside. Taken to the boards by Jensen. Crunched by Hathaway, who's among the top 3 hitters in the league.
Rangers aren't getting a lot of great shots off tonight.
Finagles away from Protas. Zibanejad drafted there by Dowd. Panarin lurking as always. Fox moves in from the point. Given a sturdy hit there by Hathaway. Luke Schenn and Nick Delorier leading the league in hits. Vancouver and Philadelphia respectively. As Protas plays it along for Garnett. Hathaway sidestep.
Oh.
Big hit there from Lindgren.
Big hit.
Got fortunate there. The Zibanejad slap pass. Too hard to handle for Fox, who was off the far post wide open. Fox thought he was shooting, wasn't prepared to receive that pass at the far post.
Julian Gauthier will reverse it into traffic for Anthony Mantha. Mantha gave
out in front.
He fires, just missed the far corner. Milano takes a misstep, didn't get it out, but Gustafsson will for Washington. 7:50 remaining in the second. Gauthier to the outside. Powering his way in. Gauthier stopped by Kemper. And at the line, Darcy has it trapped on his pad.
Nice
What a stop,
save.
what power move by Gauthier.
Great
Looked
save.
Like he was tripped up a little bit on his right leg, but able to recover and continue striding towards the net. What a stop. Maybe the best of the game. Watch right here. The stick comes in. There's that little on both knees. I thought he went down to just one knee.
No, he didn't, but that was a nice save.
There he is, chopped down. Could have easily have been a penalty against Gustafsson. None was forthcoming, and he makes a strong move, getting back up and then trying to flip it over the shoulder of Kemper. He's dealt real strong on that goal line there for the Caps net line.
Looked like one of your old hockey school drills.
Up, down, up, down.
Gauthier, who tallied against the Islanders on Thursday here.
That I never demonstrated, by the way.
You never got into the
No,
down and
I
ups?
just said down and up, guys. Let's
of
go.
course, you're barking the instructions. Washington a healthy lead when it comes to faceoffs as the referees tonight, Markovich and Raymond, are at the timekeeper's table. 7:42.
All right, they're checking it right now.
And they're going onto the headset.
They're going on the headsets now.
In Toronto. This was close to the goal line.
Yep, and it was up in the air.
Darcy was very deep in the net when he made that stop on Gauthier.
Yep, that's what they're looking at. He was just about in the paint when he got elevated that puck here. Here's Gauthier, 2 knees and up. Great dexterity, and there's the shot. And pushing the goaltender into the net is Gauthier a little bit. Where is that biscuit? Hard to find it there. Looks like Kemper thinks he has it somewhere around that pad and catching net. There's a shot once again, and then there's the collision. And where is the puck?
So the play is under review.
Play's under review.
We never heard a whistle.
Nope.
We didn't see a referee in the act of blowing the whistle. A league-initiated review.
No goal.
The league can initiate a review from Toronto for whether or not a puck may be batted in with a hand, whether or not the puck was completely over the goal line, the net dislodged, a puck deflected in with a high stick, a puck kicked into the goal.
No goal.
Intervene on for an official. This was one of those at the goal line. And right off the draw, the Rangers threaten again.
Rangers right at him now.
I'm not sure it would have counted anyways. If Gauthier pushes the goalie in after the shot, I'm not sure that would count anyways.
Nicholas Aubé-Kubel outlets for Johansson. The return to Aubé-Kubel, 3-on-1.
3-on-1 Caps.
Save Shesterkin. Rebound for Lars Eller. Eller drifts to the corner. His bid was blocked. Lafreniere in a tussle with Johansson.
Aubé-Kubel is going to get one sooner rather than later. He's getting some dandy opportunities recently.
Eller fired that off the
Off the
outside
post.
post. 4-man quarrel for the loose puck. Johansson sends it back to the point. Irwin does keep it in. Johansson again, it's golfed around. The curve by Trouba and out. Alexiev will outlast Capo Caco. Rangers in the middle of a line change. 6:45 separating us from CIS Intermission Live. Off the turnover. Trocheck's bid blocked by Alexiev. 1-0 Washington. Johansson. Before the game was 9 minutes old in the first. That's all she wrote. Fox will switch it to the outside. Ryan Lindgren towards the cage. Ooh, easy turn the corner. Then got flattened by Obey Kubel. Along the dasher, Trocheck. South of the goal line, Beasy returns the hit that time to Irwin. Fox paddles, Trocheck pivots. Trocheck to the front door, deflected. Kreider waiting for gravity as Eller uses the boards. He still didn't get it out. Irwin finally for Washington able to clean. 6 minutes to go in the second. Scoreless middle frame in New York City.
35 shots combined between these two clubs, just one. There's got backs. Shesterkin here in this hockey game.
Kravtsov to the corner, feeds for Zibanejad. Mika run to the ditch there by Irwin. At point position.
Coming up on 5.5.
Was Keandre Miller. Strome for Washington to center and only as far as the Ranger line. Beautiful moves there by Keandre Miller. He'll drive in and work to the outside. Miller swooping the cage to the point for Trouba. He'll fire, deflected in front. Sherry against Panarin. Now Sherry against Zibanejad. Nice work by the Washington winger. Dylan Strome 3-on-3 through center. He'll send it in. Shesterkin likes to handle that goalie stick. Around for Kravtsov, then Zibanejad. Swedish-born center will send it in. Jensen's first on it for Washington. Time continues to tick. 5 minutes to go in the second.
Great play by Jensen picking up that puck. And
Go Caps. This is not sub for sub location, so please stop putting that in the chat, please.
Offside against Washington and Connor Sherry. Exactly 5 minutes to go in period 2.
5 minutes to go.
With you down the stretch after this.
No problem. No problem. That's why I asked you nicely.
You know you can play online, right?
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. Yeah.
Eric's New Year's resolution was to work smarter, not harder. So getting a new Volkswagen SUV was a no-brainer, because he can save on maintenance costs over the next 5 years. Now all that hard work can go towards what he needs the most. At the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event, you too can make maintenance cost worries so last year. Hurry in to lease a new 2023 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
Integrate is a data center and cloud integration company, providing peak performance with adaptability and cost savings. Integrate is a 5-time Inc. Growth Award winner and HubZone SBA certified. Learn more at integrate.com. One team, one vision.
At Chipotle, real food always starts with
Commercial break right now, everybody. Commercial break.
When you order Chipotle, real food starts with you. Whether it's in restaurant, pickup, or delivery. However you Chipotle is the easiest way to Chipotle.
Just a few moments ago at Thompson Creek.
For the goaltender, sitting right in the butterfly of the pads. And you know that saying, you can't assume anything, buddy. You can't assume. They deem that did not completely cross the goal line. Could be a break either way for the Caps.
They got lucky there.
Gauthier, 25-year-old native of Quebec, in his third full season with the Ranger organization, turned aside. There have been good scoring opportunities both ways. Alexiev hit a crossbar. Mantha was beaten on a breakaway. For Washington, a chance to add to their lead after New York is guilty.
That was icing right there, right straight through.
Exactly how the game is unfolded in my mind is what we thought. I mean, these are two very good teams right now, playing excellent hockey. Laviolette's team's on a roll. The Rangers are on a roll. This is a textbook.
They're playing a good game here. I mean, it's not a big offensive game, but still good.
Face-off control. Mantha to the nets. Stop there.
Nice save.
Shesterkin has it in the glove portion of his blocker, and he held it long enough for the whistle.
And the Caps very good on the faceoffs against the Rangers tonight. Close to 64 versus 36% for the Rangers. They're creating off the draw. Nice little play by Milano, going hard to the net. Mantha in front. That whole line working as a unit to create that scoring chance.
Puck was rolling just as Mantha tried to place it high on Shesterkin. Didn't get a lot of mustard on that one. Milano pounded along the boards by Braden Schneider. Mantha swivels towards the front, blocked away and cleared by Ben Harper in one fell swoop.
Uzi working his butt off at the face-off dot. Trying different things, working, getting low, creating some problems for the Rangers centers here tonight.
He's having a winning night tonight after dropping 7 of 11 against Winnipeg. At the doorstep, Kreider drifting below the goal line. 4:12 left in the period. Zibanejad from deep.
Oh!
Deflected by Kreider and wide. Chris Kreider, one of the league's best. You think about him and the likes of James Van Riemsdyk, guys who are good at tip-ins in front. TJ Oshie comes to mind with a tremendous hand-eye coordination for redirects like that.
Kreider a little slow start to start the season, but now has 16, which leads this Ranger team. And he's picked up 9 in his last 16 games overall.
Fox through center for New York. Neat head fake around Strome. Fox working in right at the gut. This drive fought off by Kemper. He waved at it with a catching glove there on Trocheck.
That's the first time he's missed a puck into his catching glove side tonight.
Ovechkin sends out Sherry. Sherry cross-ice Strome.
Oh!
Save for Shesterkin. Rangers counter-punching back. Kako on the lead. Panarin to his forehand.
Oh, nice!
Trocheck sent it high. 1-0 Washington. 3:15 to go in the second. 5-on-5 play. Ovechkin getting help from Gustafsson, looking to clear. Trevor Van Riemsdyk on the job for the Capitals. Sherry posted up through center. Odd man rush developing 3-on-2. Strome back for Sherry. Sherry closing. Stick save rebound.
Score! Capitals right there!
And he couldn't get up to get to the bench. And then there was a jailbreak for the guys in white. They saw that Trocheck couldn't get up. There's Trocheck, top of the... Now they're on an odd-man break. A bad change turns into just about a 5-on-2, and Gustafsson follows up. And a nice-looking shot, blocker side. The goaltender Shesterkin down. He's in the butterfly, and Gus puts it upstairs. What a shot. Great goal lead in this second period with less than 3 to go.
2-0 Capitals.
Gustafsson with goals now in 3 of his last 5.
3 minutes to go in the second.
Against Toronto recently on home ice in DC. This one puts Washington up 2 on the Rangers on enemy ice.
Oh, challenge.
That is coming now.
Yep, goalie interference. And if it doesn't hold true, the Caps would lose a goal and go to the power play. If it holds true, it's 2-0, and the Caps will go to the power play.
Referees Michael Markovich and Kyle Raymond once again over to the timekeeper's table. They'll look at the tablet. They'll be in conversation with the situation room. Is that goalie interference on Sherry?
Gotta watch that really close. There's Sherry going through. Does he nudge the leg with his left skate? That's the only decision I see here. That's all they've got to look at. Did that little...
Let's see what they're going to call here.
Through the top of the crease. Push the goalie on the stop out of position.
The words they use, does it prevent Shesterkin from doing his job? Sherry is in the blue paint.
And he's stopping to try to not have contact, but the stopping of his edge pushes a pad. This one's dicey.
A Gustafsson would-be goal at 17:01 is under review now. Challenge for goalie interference.
Let's see what the call is. Here we go.
So it is the double whammy in favor of Washington. Peter Laviolette squad gets the goal, and now the
Now and goal and power play. Hey Seth, welcome in. Is Kenneth H in here? I haven't seen him in the chat yet.
And they deemed that he could not stop and prevent that little interaction with the goaltender. The Caps lead 2-0 and go to the extra man.
Gustafson's 5th of the season from Sherry and Strome at 17:01. And the Capitals, as Lockhart just tells you, go right to the 5-on-4 here, sending out Strome, Johansson, Gustafson, Ovechkin, and Kuznetsov. Power play number 3 for the Caps and a chance to take a stranglehold on this game late in the
They get another goal here, go up 3-0. That's something.
2:48 left in the period. Gustafson through center, looking for the trailer. Kuznetsov, then Johansson on the entry with Dylan Strome. Marcus Johansson to the corner. They flood that far side. Gustafson moving at the line. Eric Gustafson waiting for the screen to develop. Settle to Kuznetsov, then rotate for Johansson. Kuznetsov and Johansson, two-man game around Keandre Miller and Zibanejad. Through the seam, Zibanejad
can't do anything with that.
Pass. Kuznetsov will settle. 1:15 left in the power play. 2:10 in the period. Miller
Cleared away.
using the boards for Zibanejad through center. Zibanejad closing. Cross ice. Kreider whiffed on a one-timer, looking for a short-handed goal.
Should have actually thrown it back there because the Rangers had a 4-on-2 against the Caps.
Johansson accelerates, then finds Kuznetsov.
Under a minute left.
Through center. Evgeny Kuznetsov drops it wide of Shesterkin. Fox on it for the Rangers. Down the alleyway, good keep by Ovechkin. Sends it for Sherry to the front, deflected. Oh!
What a save!
Glove save, Shesterkin on Johansson.
He's all over the referee right now. What a save.
After the referee right now, I think he's upset at that last call that it wasn't goalie interference, but he comes up with a 10-beller and gives him his 2 cents as he makes that glove save. Yeah, and it's spectacular. Connor Sherry in tight. There's the puck, and there's the catching.
Beautiful save.
What a stop.
Igor Shesterkin, Vezina Trophy form there. Amazing acrobatics in goal for New York to keep it just a 2-goal deficit.
That's last year's form for him for sure. Last year he had heart boats. He was the only goalie in the league.
25 seconds on the power play. 25.
Valuable to the Ranger efforts. Milano on the go. Drop pass to the slot. Fire off the outside.
Oh, railing.
Trying to beat Shesterkin there with 1:13 to go in the second period.
13 on the power play left.
That is about to fizzle despite a few quality chances. We are in the McNugget minute of the second period.
Last minute, full strength.
Drops it on back for Anthony Mantha. Just as Gauthier is out of the box, he was serving the bench minor after the failed coach's challenge. Towards the net, flagged down by Shesterkin, relayed quickly for Trocheck, and he'll angle through center. 44 seconds left in the period. Mantha wheeling back through center. Mantha.
What's up, Gulls gang? Welcome in. Score! Caps right there. There's another one.
Curl and drag using the defender as a screen and beats Shesterkin cleanly. He's one of the toughest goalies to not get a piece of a puck on the way to the net. Starts with Anthony Mantha, curl and drag right there. Once he pulls it into his body, it changes the angle so drastically that Shesterkin is caught. His feet are tough into the ice, and he rips it through the D and past Shesterkin.
Wow. Hat box. Hey, Jerry.
Real stuff from Lars Eller.
7 tallies for Eller on the season, all of them at even strength. A McNugget minute goal for the Caps.
Everybody gets McNuggets tomorrow.
Plays it. Down the dasher, not through Harper. Long drive Heedle that goes wide. Final 15 ticks in period 2. Lafreniere, log jammed in the corner along with Orlov. Down, digging it loose, and Nick uses the boards to send it away. Rangers have just 2 seconds left in the period. Washington will take a 3-goal lead with them.
There's your buzzer.
Pushed and shoving a little bit in the corner with Hathaway. They've been going at each other all game long, whether it be their defensemen, Trouba, Fox, Lindgren, they're all involved with.
Folks, the Capitals scoring in the final minute of that second period, so you get a free 6-piece McNuggets with a minimum $1. To get here, the Caps have looked good in Gotham City. Eller, most recently on the board with his 7th. CIS Intermission Live is all yours. And back to the studio, Alexa and Brent.
Intermission Live, presented by CIS.
What a period for the Capitals. From the PK at the start to the goals at the end, they jump out to the 3-0 lead at the end of 40. That's Brent Johnson. I'm Alexa Landestoy. This is CIS Secure Intermission Live. Johnny, it seems like all the momentum right now is shifted towards the Capitals.
Everything's going the Caps' way right now, from the decisions in the penalty box and all that stuff that the refs are looking at. But yeah, some puck luck. But I thought both teams were sloppy to start.
Never heard that one before.
But, you know, the Caps are going. They're executing on the plays they get, and they're bearing the puck.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at that middle 20 minutes of play. Take a look at the highlights. This was an opportunity early in the period, a nice little breakaway. Anthony Mantha one-on-one with Shesterkin, and Johnny, the goaltender, gets the best of this duo.
I still don't know how Shesterkin makes this play. It's a heck of a play at the blue line there. I mean, Mantha freezes the goalie, goes to his backhand, just can't get it up enough. A heck of a save.
Yeah, from one stop on one side of the ice to another stop on this side. Darcy Kemper, this was looked at. The puck did not cross the line. What'd you make of this stop?
Well, I mean, he's going down as he gets it, but Kemper just gets enough of it. And look how he keeps his body out above that goal line. No goal. They're determined.
Absolutely incredible work there. And here Gustafsson sitting right in front of the net. He's ready to go, puts that home.
Yeah, and just, you know, following up the play is a 4-on-2 for the Capitals. And look at everyone at the net front. Gustafsson doesn't waste time, puts it behind Shesterkin.
That was a coach's challenge after that by the Rangers, but that was not held. The goal was upheld, so the Capitals went on the power play. They didn't get the goal, but shortly after it, Lars Eller drains it to make it 3-0.
Once again, Mantha to Eller. I mean, Eller has had himself a fantastic game. Back checking, and that's just a phenomenal shot. Just like Locker said, pulled it in, got rid of it quick.
Yeah, we talked about it in the first intermission, and here we see again so many different lines contributing to penalty kill. This is what this team is doing well right now.
It is, and it's not just offensively. You know, they're getting rewarded because of how great they're playing defensively, doing everything right around the net front of Darcy Kemper, and it's adding to their offensive game right now.
Yeah, and some good stuff. It's definitely frustrating the Rangers right now with how the Capitals are playing and the strength of Darcy Kemper as well. Well, Lars Eller extended the Capitals' lead, his 7th of the season. We'll hear from him next with Alan Mack.
All right, going to commercial break here. Second intermission. Caps looking good on the road tonight. Taking advantage of some opportunities, making things happen.
Every episode of Rings of Power, plus all the Lord of the Rings movies on the one app that unites them all. I'm going on an adventure! Catch up on hit shows. Rewatch your favorite movies. And even stream live sports. Watch it all.
Stream live sports, really?
See where it takes you. Prime Video.
Hi, I'm Katie from Long Roofing. Winter is here, and your roof might not be ready for the season. Snow, ice, and high winds can do serious damage to your home. A long roof will protect your most valuable investment for decades to come. Right now, no payments and no interest until 2024, plus $1,500 off your new roof. Schedule your free estimate today, and you'll see we do roof replacement the right way, the long way.
The holidays are for making memories, and you can to help you make them. Whether it's
Waiting on this one to come back, everybody.
adventurous CRV, a rugged passport, or a dynamic
Let's check in some numbers while we're sitting here real quick.
with a new Honda during happy holidays. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today. Burke and her
Herbert Bank says bigger banks aren't better. Better is better. Our commercial banking, better. We customize credit and digital solutions for your business. And our service, better. Our commercial bankers become trusted partners and help you make smarter decisions. For personal banking, you'll feel welcome, like friends and neighbors. Smarter and friendlier is, you got it, better. Switch to Burke and Herbert Bank at your service since 1852. It's better here.
This isn't just mealtime. This is mealtime with Lido Pizza. We're talking homemade dough and serious toppings, baked to perfection. When you bring home Lido
Caps need to keep the pressure up. I would agree with that. If they come out and sit back, though, that's when things happen, right?
After a long week of telling people how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, you won't pay for what you need. Isn't that true? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty. Right now, there is an invisible war being fought on a digital battlefield. It's a war for information, for intelligence, for transformation, for certainty. This invisible war has extremely visible consequences. It impacts our friends, our families, and our way of life. That's why at Paraton, we do the can't be done. Because the alternative is unimaginable.
The all-powerful Kia SUVs assembled in Georgia. Get 3.99% APR for 48 months plus 500 traces cash on a new 2020.
Let's go. Bring it back.
Welcome back to CIS Secure Intermission Live. Let's take a look at our accurate game stats. Shots on goal heavily in favor of the Capitals during the second period, 15-7. 2 for 2 on the penalty kill, and Johnny's still winning that in the faceoff down.
Yeah, I mean, great block shots I'm looking at too, Alexa. That means they're doing the business around Darcy Kemper, getting bodies in the way, and letting him do his job in the end.
Good team defense all around. One of the 3 goal scorers being Lars Eller. He's standing by now at MSK without a net.
Lars, the last 16 games, you guys are averaging 3.5 goals a game, 2.19 goals against. What has taken place with this team since November 23rd?
I think everybody just upped their game a bit. We gotten a little bit more up and down the lineup from everybody. I think we're attacking with 5 and we're defending with 5. Gus scored a big goal, joining up in the rush, and we got everybody doing everything and contributing, and then we're hard to play against.
Take us through your goal.
I think Mantha made a really good play, having some poison in the neutral zone waiting for me, and then I just had some good speed and
try to shoot through the triangle with use the D as a screen, and it worked.
What's the keys to the third period for you guys?
A little quicker, everything. Be on right side of the puck, eliminate the odd man rushes, and then I like our chances.
Thanks, Lars.
Thank you.
The Capitals take the 3-goal lead heading into the third period. And Johnny, you've noticed the Capitals being all over Shesterkin around the net.
Every time he's had to make a save tonight, he's had a Capital right in his grill, right in his face, making his job really tough. So keep that up for another 20.
Make him uncomfortable. I know that's something Alan May likes to see as well. Bodies in front of the net. That's something he always says here on our show. Good things are happening so far for the Capitals, and hopefully they can carry that momentum and get the win there in New York City. We'll get you back to Joe Beninati and Craig Lockwood.
All right, get ready to come back here in just a second.
If you're wondering, has there ever been a time like this? You mean a time when these guys were all over the place? And I mean,
Hockey's really picked up over the last couple of years, man. It's amazing.
itself in Montreal, then again in Dallas, Seattle, Miami, and Memphis, when there were this many new players on the ice, when the game looked this good, but also not so good. Yeah, these times feel different.
Great things are happening at Coombs Ford of Silver Spring during the Ford Shine Bright Sales event. End the year in a new Ford and save when you lock in 3.9% APR plus $500 bonus cash. Choose from our most popular SUVs and trucks today while saving thousands on financing. Plus, get bonus cash.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
New year with total confidence at Coons Ford of Silver Spring.
You good? I'm great.
Yeah, I agree with you, Paul. Big time.
That's not a thing.
That's a funny commercial.
Get front row seats to your favorite team every Sunday afternoon with NFL Sunday Ticket. We should get headsets. My man. Every live game, every Sunday, only from DirecTV.
When you have NHL Center Ice, you're in control of what games you watch every night of the season. With up to 40 out-of-market games a week, you can follow your favorite teams and stars of the NHL, no matter where you live. Never miss a Matthews goal, a McCarr check, a McDavid rush, or a Markstrom save, all from the best seat in your house. NHL Center Ice. That game lives where you do. Order NHL Center Ice today.
Hey, Crafty, welcome in, buddy. We're in between the second and third, getting ready in the third period to start up.
One plus two equals three for the Capitals. It was Johansson in the first, Gustafsson and Eller in the second, and Washington has a 3-0 lead down the stretch in New York City. Caps fans, sign your baby up for the brand new baby.
Sign your baby up. What are we going to sign a baby up for?
Caps members receiving Capitals baby items, a personalized Caps birth certificate, and more. Baby Caps, proudly presented by MidStar Health. Visit watchcaps.com/babycaps for more information. CIS Intermission Live continuing from Madison Square Garden. Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin with you. So far, so very good for the Washington Capitals defensively. What would you like to see from them in the third? Third man high.
I think the Rangers are going to come out. They're going to poach a little bit. They're going to cherry pick. They want to play a wide open game to get back into it. The Caps are in charge right now. They got to stick to their defensive principles, and third man high is critical.
The Capitals, their defense, their net minding, it's been stout so far tonight. We can review some of the work at the defensive end of the rink.
Absolutely. Good hustle all around, and defense is often hard work. And here's TVR coming back. Takes away a quality opportunity. They're getting some timely blocks in front of Kemper. This one, a nice little play by Kakko moving laterally, and then it's intercepted by Irwin to get the puck out of the zone. Lars Eller, beautiful play coming back up the middle to prevent a 2-on-1 from materializing. And then you need your goaltender to come up large, and Kemper has been rock solid once again. Nothing leaky, staying with it. His glove has been on point. Everything's working so far, so good for the Caps defensively.
So far, so good. Doesn't mean
For
everything.
Washington in the big city. We'll get you back to New York for the final 20 minutes of regulation in just a few moments on NBC Sports Washington.
We'll see what happens here.
Hi, welcome to Toyotathon.
Now the holidays are over, I'm focused on getting into great shape and getting a great Toyota.
We've got exciting models to choose: Camry, RAV4, Corolla, and more.
I never knew how to
Stick with
skate.
the RAV4.
Excellent choice.
Fits my active lifestyle.
Cheat day?
Right now,
Dangerous
get below 3.49% APR financing on many
I didn't like
Toyota
anything that
models,
didn't have
like
brakes on it.
adventure-ready RAV4s and spacious Highlanders, including fuel-efficient hybrids.
Gotta have brakes on it.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is where you ignite imaginations. In a showroom that design professionals and clients can explore together.
I don't know. I'm watching
Where
it
you'll immerse
on a
yourself in
Washington
fresh
channel,
ideas
and the
interact
Madison
with
Square Garden
professional
channel
grade
also
appliances.
has it.
Focus on your
Those
clients.
are the only two
and
that
we'll
I'm
focus
aware
on
of.
you with after-hour showroom access and our premier rewards program tailored to your expertise. The Home Depot Design Center. Experience design you can feel.
Trying to get into this cabinet here.
Ice works fast to freeze your pain and your doubt. Heat makes it last, so you'll never sit this one out. Icy Hot Pro with 2 max strength pain relievers.
This is Todd. And this is Sarah.
She's leaving for Paris.
But this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan Aventador.
Seriously?
Featuring the Nissan Rogue. And more standard power than a CR-V.
Love how car commercials are like movies now.
This is a love emergency.
Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Get a low $199 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan
I have to
Altima.
sit here and go through all this mess and figure out what the heck I got in here. That's what I'm going to need to do.
This is going to be close. But it looks like Paige is onto a winner thanks to Power Hour. With the PointsBet Power Hour, you get boosted odds or free bets every single day. But be quick, they don't hang about.
All right, this should be the last set of commercials here.
PointsBet, your move.
With SAIC, I can protect our nation from the stars
To the seas.
With SAIC, I can build custom systems
That benefit everyone. With SAIC, I can do more with data.
and make decisions with confidence.
With SAIC, I have the technology I need on the front line
Or on the home front.
SAIC. It's what happens when you bring on tomorrow.
Join the entire Capitals team and alumni in Topgolf National Harbor on January 27th.
Huh? I know where that is.
With the Caps, all for a great cause. Presented by Tanium. Proceeds benefit Monumental Sports Foundation, the official charity of the Washington Capitals. Visit watchcaps.com/topgolf or scan the QR code for more information on how you can sign up as a sponsor and golf with your favorite players.
NBC Sports Washington coverage of Capitals hockey tonight's being brought to you by MGM National Harbor. Monumental happens here at MGM National Harbor. MedStar Health, trusted medical team of the Washington Capitals. Integrate, one team, one vision. And by the all-new Safford Brown. Online at saffordbrown.com. Buy happy. Just a beautiful night for an outdoor skate. In New York City, the Capitals skating inside of Madison Square Garden to the tune of a 3-0 lead over their hosts, the New York Rangers. On the Toyota League leaderboard, most points by Danish-born players. Lars Eller's moving on up.
Way to go, Lars. Nicely done, and it's a beautiful goal that he scored in the second. Franz Nielsen, the only one ahead of him now at 473. He passes Nikolai Ehlers. Mike Bodker was there at 327. There have been 17 Danish players play all time in the National Hockey League. There are 5 currently among the rosters. Our Lars Eller is now second best among all Danish-born players.
Rangers came into tonight's action the highest scoring team in the Metro Division. The Capitals have done a nice job keeping them in check as we have 20 minutes to go.
All right, here we go. Let's do this.
Looking to win for the 6th straight time on the road. That would tie a franchise record.
And the Caps stick with their normal lines. The Rangers have shuffled in depth. Zibanejad not out there with Panarin and Kravtsov. Out there in particular with Kreider right now to start this third period.
Lars Eller finds the open man and Shesterkin.
Wow, quick shot for the Caps.
There to beat Johansson.
And that top
Nobody
line,
scored. We just started the third.
Kravtsov had 1 and Panarin had 4, but I think all of them came on an early power play. Other than that, they did a great job shutting them down. Marcus Johansson has scored on the power play. Really nice push through feed there by Lars Eller. And Mojo shoots it immediately. Good stop by their goaltender.
Second tour of duty for Johansson with the Capitals. He's played with 6 different teams in his NHL career. Marcus now 13 seasons as a pro. Artemi Panarin, high-scoring winger for the Rangers on the outlet. Working it down to the outside for Fox. He'll fire and he'll jump up into the play more in this third period with the Rangers trailing by 3. Panarin unloads wide of the goal.
That was a long shot.
And Riemsdyk sends it around the corner curve. Alex Ovechkin will clear. Ovechkin, who has points
24
in 3
to
straight
20
and 8
shots
of his
on goal. The
last
Caps
9.
lead.
Capital captain not on the score sheet just yet. Caps playing again without the services of John Carlson.
Yeah, there's going to be a high stick. Fox got clipped up high. The referee in front didn't pick it up. The far referee did. Connor Sherry has great buzzsaw
2 minutes.
check, and then he gets the stick up as he tries to lift the stick. So Panarin and his mates going on an early power play. And there's a call. Here's the work down low, and watch the stick come up, and there's the close shave, and Connor knew it right away, and the referee in front of him didn't see it. He was sort of looking the opposite way, but the backside referee detected it.
Thank you, Jesse.
The Rangers with the extra man.
Sherry has a seat. Dowd and Hathaway, the penalty-killing forwards. Jensen and Van Riemsdyk in back, protecting Darcy Kemper. Offensive zone draw, won by the Rangers. Fox at the midpoint. Zibanejad unloads.
Oh!
Stick save for Kemper.
He was already there before the puck got under the stick of Zibanejad. Nice movement laterally by Kemper.
Downhill, Panarin zips it high. Along the board, Zibanejad relays for a Fox drive that sails wide of the goal. Fox to Zibanejad is the Rangers' version of Carlson to Ovechkin.
Exactly.
Panarin working in. Seam pass.
Oh, just missed
Shanked. That was
winding
a
up right
half
there.
volley attempt from Zibanejad, who knocked it out of the air before Hathaway could clear it.
Wow, they don't get
Power
the
play
clear.
number 3 for New York.
Wow.
Mika Zibanejad didn't get it through Hathaway on the first try, and Jensen
There's a clear right
sends the
there for
Rangers
Washington.
packing. In the second minute of the third period, Shesterkin leads Panarin into the zone. Slot it for Kreider.
1 minute
Double
left.
team
1
is
minute
waiting for
on
him
the
in front
power
of
play.
Kemper. Rangers still a man to the good for another minute. Fox getting away from Eller. Zibanejad returns it to Fox, then Trocheck. This way to Panarin.
Every time they say
Saucer
Panera, I
pass.
think of
Fox
Panera bread.
Behind the back, Panarin unloads.
Panera
Pass
bread
to
on the
Kemper.
shot.
Rebound to Kreider. Sharp angle bid turned away by Darcy as well. Fox will interchange. Feed to Trocheck. Guided to Zibanejad around the horn. Panarin had
Red
that one
Fox on the
knocked
shot.
away as Irwin was doing the job to protect Kemper.
Man,
Kemper, nice
Panarin's
job
more
in the
of a passer
net.
than a shooter, especially on the power play. That's his 2 first shots of this hockey game. They've really held him nicely in check. Panarin,
Nice job.
He had a stretch here. We had just 1 goal in 21 games. He's picked up his goal scoring recently against the Caps. He is over a point per game producer, coming in 26 in 24 as you look his seasonal numbers.
You see what he's done recently in gold there. Points in 9 of 11. He scored against the Islanders back on Thursday. The Rangers rallied 3 times from deficits to beat their arch rival. Trouba walks the line. Hedl serve it down low to Lafreniere. He'll keep it on the boards. Jensen knew that was coming, and he clears. 3-0 for Washington if you're just tuning in this Tuesday night. It's the NHL on NBC Sports Washington. Joe and Craig up top, Alan May rinkside. A shout out of thanks to all the men and women in the crew as the Rangers are offside on the rush.
Offsides.
There is an invisible war being fought on a digital battlefield. It impacts our friends, our families, and our way of
It
life.
impacts me when I don't have a good signal.
We do that can't be done because the alternative.
I love how these do these split screen commercials now in all these sports games.
Thanks to all of our generous sponsors for their support in this 22-23 Capital season. Game number 37 for Washington, 19-13-4. Came into tonight just 1 point behind the Rangers in the race for 4th in the Metro. New Yorkers in the reverse retro blue sweaters.
Yeah, signed with the Caps in the
Sherry's
offseason.
out
I
of the
heard about
box.
that. It's a
Caps
good
do the
signing.
job. They're 3 for 3 on the PK. Sherry motoring in out wide. Feeds it cross ice. Kuznetsov to the front. Blocked away. Now Goodrow looks to go.
I liked everything about that play. Kuzi, a nice pass. Connor collects it nicely on a stick blade. Connor finds Kuzi coming late, and they get a shot attempt. They're attacking, and they've got to keep that idea up here in the third period. Don't sit back.
Gustafson roaring through center. Keeps it on the glass. That'll keep Shesterkin in the crease. Schneider forced by Strome and by Ovechkin. Rangers, no momentum there on the clear for Brodzinski just yet. Schneider will wait. Rangers and Caps will change on the fly.
I haven't remembered a time when this building is this quiet right now. The Capitals have zapped all the energy out of the Rangers as a team, and the fans here in
Yeah, it's
attendance
awful
tonight.
quiet there tonight.
Anthony Mantha's had a couple of quality chances this evening. Hasn't turned on the light behind Shesterkin. Pickpocket here. Gauthier foiled by Irwin. Play still going on. 5-on-5.
Yep, fans wanted to pen.
Not going to get it. And of course, there we go.
Wheels one to the slot that just missed for Gauthier as Mantha uses the window to get it on out. Ryan Lindgren
Coming up on
for the New
15
Yorkers
left.
at the back
15.
end. His older brother Charlie's been really good in the cage for Washington this season, sitting this one out. Yaro Halak is the understudy for Shesterkin here in New York.
Had a cup of coffee with the Caps years back.
Headman pass from Fox to Zibanejad. Zibanejad getting a lot of ice time here in the third period. With the Rangers trailing by 3, it makes sense. Capo Caco for Zibanejad in that long reach. Back to the point. Schneider fires, broken up in front. Capo Caco, Schneider. Send it south of the goal line. Jensen
Such
checking
language.
over the shoulder there for Dmitry Orlov's assistance. Nick Jensen clears. Ben Harper for New York. Rangers will get Tampa
I just
Bay
pick a
in
game.
Tampa on Thursday. We get a
Crafty.
whistle. Stoppage and
I
play.
just pick a
believe
game.
it was a hand pass.
And Gauthier, another opportunity right in front of the net. Here's the turnover. Irwin tries to wheel up the middle, gets ripped off there by Gauthier. Gauthier gets taken down. The fans were upset at that play. Recovery on the opportunity there, right in front of the cage.
Kemper's overall save percentage numbers this season are .916. Better than that in the third period. He's top 7 among NHL netminders in third period save percentage at .921 and counting. Harper drills it back onto the Washington side of the table. Gustafson, one of the goal scorers tonight. Gustafson and Eller in the second. Johansson 5-on-3 power play in the first.
Power play's
Down with
been
a good
huge.
back check there. Van Riemsdyk peppers it along for Hathaway. On the move through center, it's Nick Dow. Wisely playing it in deep, making the Rangers work the full length of the rink. Trocheck hammered by Alexei Protas. Capitals healthy scratches tonight. Joe Snively and Lucas Johansson. Johansson brought back in from the AHL's Hershey Bears. Alex Alexiev is in the lineup tonight. The Caps have lost the services of John Carlson due to injury. A long-term one, as explained by Peter Laviolette.
Wonder how
earlier
long
today.
that injury
Not
will
just
be.
day to day.
Yep, and Alexiev over 9 minutes of work through the first 40.
Vesey retreating with Trouba. He'll swivel away from the forecheck. Time ticking against the Rangers now. 13:45 to go in the third. Keandre Miller through center. Long strider. Lobs it into the corner on a chip and chase, looking for Philip Hedl. Jensen sweeps it around. Aubé-Kubel broke his stick. Trouba sends it to the outside. Vesey for Hedl. Hedl fires a stick save for Kemper.
That was 1-on-4, and Hedl finds a way to get that shot through. A tester against Kemper, but good defense in the neutral zone overall by the Caps. The Rangers aren't sure what to do, trying to get maneuvered through the 1-3-1 when they're in textbook position.
Lars Eller at the
13 minutes.
attacking line. Eller cross ring for Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin sweeps one to the slot area, came on through. Eller fires that one off of Ryan Lindgren. The Capitals have been north of the border in Ottawa twice this season. They get the Senators on home ice Thursday. Tonight, Ottawa one better than Boston. Stutzla and DeBrincat on the board for the Sens.
They can definitely score. They're having a tough time keeping the puck out of their net. Their last 10 bad at 5-3-2 are the Sens.
Jake DeBrusk, the only man to score so far for Boston. 12:40 left here at MSG in the third period. 3-0 DC. On the go, Fox from board to board, attempting to send in Brodzinski. Counterattack, Strome and Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin drifting wide. Toe drag move, not going to get to the inside. Fox sends it on for Kravtsov. 3-on-2 if the Rangers accelerate. Good coverage by Gustafson. His edge work earning him the puck along the boards, and he'll fight it back to center. Almost 8 minutes clear in the third. Brodzinski's touch pass.
Capitals are doing a good job of spreading things out right now.
And Reemsdyke ahead for Milano.
Really are.
Milano will get it in. As we hear the whistle with 12:02 to go in the third. Chance for us to step out. It was Lars Eller who tallied the last goal so far on the evening. A beautiful snapshot, which has the Caps in front by 3.
I'd have never thought the Caps would go up here and be winning 3-0 this late in the game. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months plus 500 trade assist cash on a new 2023 Sorrento.
Hey, Dad, I'm almost out.
I got you.
Any questions, Chris?
All good. Thanks, Mara. There you go. One day, one hair.
Nice. Did you get my refill too?
Maybe.
Here you go, sir.
A lifesaver.
No, nice day.
Healthier is managing all your family's prescriptions in one app. CVS Pharmacy. Healthier happens together.
That's the DQ Cheeseburger Lovers Deal. 2 singles for $5 or 2 doubles for $7 for a limited time. So, how is it?
All right, let's go with this commercial.
Deal this good, sweet
DQ never looks that good. Come on.
Happy tastes good.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go! Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 Liberty.
The all-powerful Kia SUVs assembled in Georgia. Get 3.99% APR for 48 months plus 500 trade assist cash on a new 2023 Sorrento.
Blocker tonight's vintage cap is another Washington Capital. Didn't mind seeing the Rangers.
John Druce.
John Druce. Haven't heard that name before.
1985. Look at those numbers he put together. 54 goals, 121 points in 240 games. I think fans all remember him from his playoffs. The Druce is on the loose, and it was mostly against the Rangers. Racked up 9 goals and had a couple of helpers in that series. 88-89, he had 8 goals in the regular season. 89-90, he had 8 goals in the regular season. In the playoffs, 15 games, 14 goals for the Druce.
That'll work. In crunch time.
And a great guy.
Through center on the move, Milano one-on-one. Lets this one go. Shesterkin kicks it to the corner.
Coming up on 11 minutes.
Milano, Massapequa, New York native. Kuznetsov, deking back to point position. Long wrister, right to the kneeling Shesterkin. He'll hold.
So I remember he had family at his first NHL game.
Caps keep getting goalie work like this. They're going to go a long ways.
He scored his first ever NHL point against the Islanders, which he was a childhood guy that loved the Islanders growing up there.
Milano goals in 2 straight, 3 points from 100 as we entered play tonight. Sonny, I just caught him on the ramp here at Madison Square Garden. How many? He goes 15 friends and family in attendance. Expensive house to do that. As this will come all the way down, it's going to be an icing against New York.
Yeah, a lot of icings overall in this hockey game. The Capitals still have the advantage from the shot chart. One better than
Did you really, Paul?
Oakley and company have been rather
I mean,
silent.
most hockey fans are real loyal for, you know, the time frame. That's one thing I am learning.
Stuck to their defense-first philosophy.
Leading the team in goals and points, the grade 8. Now number 3 in the NHL in shots. Number 1, Boston's David Pastrnak. Face-off control for Washington. Gustafsson.
11 minutes on the clock, 11.
On the board tonight. Only the Islanders have more goals from defensemen than Washington this season.
A lot of that has to do with Noah Dobson. He's having a breakout year with the Islanders. He has 10 of those goals.
Just about to hit the 9-minute mark of the third. Caps at the offensive end.
Wow,
Obey
84.
Kubel, keeping it on the boards. Trouba put a crunch into Lars Eller. Off the glass and out from Zibanejad. Kreider one-on-one. Kreider fires. Broken up by Gustafsson. Obey Kubel right there for the Caps and the white sweaters as they attempt to clear the zone.
Gustafsson, a first-start performance tonight in my book. Both sides of the puck, joining the attack, doing all the little things. He has been a very good player for the Caps all season, but a star, I think, tonight at MSG.
No argument from me. Keandre Miller through center. Dragged along by Panarin. Alexiev in front of Darcy Kemper. Kemper tonight so far so very good with 25 saves. On the move, it's Irwin, losing it to the back check. Kakko to the outside. Kakko waits, feeds cross ice. Fox closing with Panarin dragging one to the doorstep. Irwin was there for
They'll be able to
Washington.
kick that out.
Was giving him absolutely
10 minutes.
no open
10
ice,
minutes.
especially in home plate area. The so-called spot right in front of the net. Zero room for the Rangers to try to dangle.
Folks, Burke and Herbert Bank once again donating $100 for every Capitals goal scored to a deserving organization in the community this season. Scores for veterans recipient Willing Warriors, Virginia-based organization providing retreat stays in the area. Volunteers logging over 13,000 hours in time in support of the Willing Warriors.
That's a lot of time. 13,000 hours.
Connor Sherry on the move. Dollar values rising for Willing Warriors thanks to Johansson, Gustafsson, and Eller tonight. More than halfway through the third. On the go, it's Dowd. Busting through the hit from first Vesey and then Lindgren. Hathaway there to support. Rangers control with Vesey turning to the corner boards. Dowd and Protas right after him. Hathaway fires. Jabbed away by Shesterkin. Jensen at point position. Cross ice Orlov. Back behind the goal for Protas. Fox on a takeaway, and away comes Hedl. Stepping on the gas through center to clear in. He's in need of a line change with 9 minutes to go in the third. Dmitry Orlov carefully with measured steps pushed through from Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov finagles his way in, then he lost it to the check of Kravtsov. Gauthier was bumped
nice
by
bump.
Orlov, a roadblock in his path.
That's a big guy to run into. Gauthier's a big rig, 6'4", about 220.
Harper backpedaling in his own zone. Schneider connecting the dots with Kravtsov through center. Milano was there in good defensive shape for Washington. Kuznetsov traveling through neutral, skies this one to the backboards. Milano waiting for Harper. Kuznetsov for the puck. Gustafsson settles. Eric Gustafsson using the back dasher. Van Riemsdyk stepping in from point position. Kravtsov there to take that alleyway away as Harper failed to get it out. Trying again with Eller's forecheck. Schneider lost it. Eller, nice job to keep it in. No, this is ruled offside against the Capitals.
Offsides.
Let's step away with 7:57 to go, and Darcy Kemper and the Caps in control in New York City.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save it back on it.
Not so smart.
Well, there is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon.
That's right. For a limited time, get Verizon Unlimited for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years.
Brilliant!
Only on Verizon.
What will you do? What will you change? Will you make something better? Will you create something entirely new?
All right, we're just about finishing up here. A couple more minutes left on this clock. Capitals all tonight. I know the Rangers are a better team than this. I'm kind of surprised at their ownership of the Rangers tonight, but it happens from time to time. Good teams can beat good teams, and that's kind of what's happened here tonight as we've been watching. It is what it is. Thank you, David T.
The BMW Road Home Sales Event on now. Receive a credit of up to $3,250 on select models now through January 3rd. Hey, you want to watch some Taco Bell? Two grilled chicken burritos, two bold flavors, $2 each. Order on the app. Only at Taco Bell.
Friends, the 2022 Caps Holiday Pack's now on sale. Get well TJ Holiday Pack's making the perfect gift for your Caps-loving friends and family. Get your holiday pack. It includes 2 tickets to 2 games plus a TJ Oshie gnome.
A gnome. Ooh.
Caps.com/holiday
A gnome.
for more info. for Washington. Caps fans approve. Johansson, Gustafsson, Eller back to back to back. If the Caps win tonight, they tie the franchise record. It would be their 6th straight road win, equaling the mark of the Lockland Capitals in 83-84 and the Caps of 2010-11.
Interesting. I did not know that stat, buddy.
This is why I try to keep you informed. Zibanejad through center, lost the handle. Stretch pass, sending out Marcus Johansson, crisscrossing with Obey Cubel. He'll fire off the blocker of Shesterkin. Gustafsson keeping it to the outside. Obey Cubel backpedaling away from Keandre Miller, who closed out on him very quickly. Zibanejad through center. No room for him throughout most of the night.
No, there's no room for any of the Rangers here tonight. I mean, they're attacking the Caps. It's usually one guy trying to attack 5 Caps back, and they're not making plays because they have no room and time to make plays. It has been a masterful job from Laviolette.
Has been a masterful job.
Against a Rangers squad that's been pretty high-powered of late. 5 goals or more in 3 of their last 4 games. Capo Caco sends on to
Uh-oh, there he is again.
Ryan Lindgren. Panarin angling in.
Artemi Panarin collared quickly, though, by Protas and by
Hathaway, and away comes Washington through center. That's 6.5 to go.
And that little sequence you just described, buddy, is what's happened all night long. That is tremendous support with one another, and that's how you D-down top teams and top scorers like a Panarin along
They're just kind of taking their time now, New York is. Not even trying to get, like, anything going.
Trocheck looking to Capo Caco. Matt Irwin was there, and Sherry will scoop it on out. Schneider gets it in gear. He'll dump it in. Kemper slowing the puck down for Irwin. Matt Irwin most of the night with Alex Alexiev. Harper giving some ground now. Schneider to a turning left Renier. That's off of his blade. Ovechkin and Sherry through center. Alex Ovechkin on ice for just over 31 years. It was 2 legendary names that were 1-2 in the goal-scoring history of the NHL. Ovechkin changing that last week. Cross-ice pass. Kemper gets over on Vesey. Hedl. Vesey in tight quarters. Alexiev taking the ice away there along the boards. Nice keep in by Trouba with 5:20 to go. Stop attempt. Pass.
Oh!
Kemper on Vesey at the doorstep.
Yeah, beautiful stop at the left or right toe, excuse me, coming across. He went to total butterfly. Vesey only had 1 chance to score, and that was putting it upstairs under the bar with the peanut butter. Not available and had to shoot low.
Curling the pass to the front was Brodzinski. He drew a penalty. Rangers going to the man advantage. Washington to the box for tripping with 4:56 to play. Get you back to Madison Square Garden. Penalty killers on the hot seat. Kemper, the long leg of the law.
5 minutes left. 5 minutes. Oh, Rangers power play. Oh, man.
They always say Kim never sticks to her New Year's resolutions. But this year, she's resolved to save money and worry less. And with the new Volkswagen SUV, she can save on maintenance over the next
Can't wait for
5 years.
playoff hockey.
So
Playoff
who
hockey
knows
gets a
what
little
Kim's
crazy.
resolutions might take her year after year.
It's a lot more interest
At the
going in.
Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event, you too can make maintenance cost worries so last year. Hurry in to lease a new 2023 Taos for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 do-it signing.
At Chipotle, real food always starts with real ingredients in real kitchens. When you order Chipotle, real food starts with you. Whether it's in restaurant, pickup, or delivery. However, you Chipotle is the easiest way to Chipotle.
Don't like Chipotle.
Deep sea driving, I see.
Something like that.
Well, here's something else. With your Farmer's Policy perk new car replacement, you can get a new one
That's something else.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
The Capitals with a 3-goal lead late in the third period. Make sure to stay up after this one for post-game live. Going to be breaking down the game in New York, plus looking ahead to the homestand. But Johnny, how important is this PK about to come up here for the Caps?
Kill the penalty, preserve the score, and please nobody get injured. How about that?
How about that? Nice. Simple enough. A strong game so far we've seen from Darcy Kemper.
I think it's what you want every time.
Brent Johnson, I like your thinking. Alexa, thanks very much. The Rangers have 27 shots tonight. 10 of them have come with their squad on the power play, and they go 5-on-4 as you see Matt Irwin in the sin bin.
And the goalie pulled, so it makes it a 6-on-4 here in the late stages of the third period.
Gerard Gallant lifting Shesterkin. Fox maneuvers in. Zibanejad had that one come through.
This is a big penalty kill right here.
Goaltender pulled with 4:50 left. Rangers in the reverse retros. Zibanejad. Pressure comes from Jensen. Hoisted on around to Hedel. Away from Van Riemsdyk. Panarin next in line. Fox is straight away. Panarin closing. Hedel. Double screen set up in front. Fox waits. Working to the outside, sliding Van Riemsdyk, taking an alleyway away. Panarin fires off of Hathaway.
They're going to shoot all the way out.
Nothing happening for the New York Rangers. They're stationary. The Caps will take that. The lack of movement has helped the Capitals out big time on this Rangers extra man.
He saucers to Trocheck. Bum rush there by Jensen. Down to the deck they both go. Gustafsson fishing for it for Washington.
He doesn't want to grab that puck for the second time there.
And now with Jensen ailing,
in his face, I think.
Jensen very much ailing and dabbing at his face with the referee Raymond hovered over it.
Well, he was on the ice and they were jamming for the puck underneath him, and it clipped up and caught Jets under that.
Got him in the face.
Hard work down low, playing one-on-one, man-on-man. He's going to have to go to get some stitches there. It looks like, because it looks like he was cut right there, and he got right off. And here's a look at it down low. There's
got hit right in the mouth
by Jensen tight, and then the puck keeps there, and it might have even been the puck that squirted back and caught him, but definitely a lot of sticks right around Jensen's face on that sequence.
Athletic trainer Jason Service.
That was not good.
The Washington bench to get down that dressing room tunnel to help out Nick Jensen. 62 seconds.
Oh, thank you.
The man advantage for New York. They have the netminder pulled. So this is a 6-on-4. Trocheck against Eller on the faceoff. Linesman Cherry to drop it.
Still 3-0.
Scramble draw belongs to New York. Fox and Panarin at the points. Zibanejad, the flamethrower, in the office position.
Oh, thud.
Right here.
Little wide.
Mika Zibanejad. Spinning on around for Fox. Challenge comes from Sherry and Orlov. Panarin this way. Zibanejad unloads.
Whoa!
Just missed it to the
wide.
Panarin will regroup things. Fox next.
30 seconds on a power play.
Orlov getting a stick in that passing lane. 3:20 left in regulation. Skip a man. Zibanejad yanked it wide. Fox around for Zibanejad. 6-on-4 for the Rangers. Penalty will expire in 18 seconds. Fox on the delay. Drags it away from Orlov. Panarin guns it wide.
Another wide
Fox
shot.
Is settled. Panarin again. A shooting gallery. Blocked by Sherry. Towards the empty cage. Bullseye.
Go! Bullseye! Empty net. Cap.
Takes a slap. Drills it down the ice. And he's just worked wonderfully again tonight. Connor has his 11th goal of the season. Yeah, buddy, it's going to sting. It feels probably a little bit better on this block. And then here comes the shot. There you see putting no weight whatsoever on that left foot. It's a next man up mentality. They lose Jensen. They go tougher down low. They work the penalty kill against a 6-on-4. And it's lights out here tonight for the New York Rangers.
This game is done.
Washington with 4 shorthanded goals this season.
Power play over.
Both in the New York, New Jersey area. The first one came at Prudential Center across the river. Rangers down 4, working it on the outside. Harper vacuumed up.
Nice save.
By Darcy Kemper.
Santa Claus?
Come on, man. It's Santa Barkley.
You're back.
That's right. And I come bearing gifts.
Santa Barkley.
Barkley's back, and he's delivering over $20 million in gifts to all FanDuel customers.
Santa Barkley, Craig Laughlin as Frosty the Snowman. Everybody getting into a holiday festive mood. Alexiev and the Capitals finishing up matters in New York. The Caps won't be back here until March 14th.
March 14th.
Rangers and Caps collide. It's February 25th at Capital
227.
Taken 8 of the last 10 against the Rangers.
Got a penalty on who? The Caps?
A minor penalty. It looks like coming up here for interference. It sure looked like from up here. We'll see how the referee doles it out at center ice. Dowder giving his 2 cents along with Hathaway. And it's going to be interference. Going to Hathaway. He'll have a seat, so the power play will go back to work for the Rangers. We'll see if Shesterkin stays in this time or not. To me, that's a little bit of a counter hit late in the game to get to the puck, but it was before the puck, about 10 feet away, and that's why Hathaway goes to the penalty box.
To the box.
Dowd continues his protest and then says, enough already. 2:27 left in regulation time. Washington 4 better. Rangers to their 5th man advantage. Nick Dowd.
Shots are about even tonight, too.
To Igor Shesterkin. Rangers will be in Tampa Bay on Thursday. The Caps entertaining Ottawa Thursday. Then Montreal on a New Year's Eve day game at Capital One. Kreider rolls it on around. All those games on NBC Sports Washington. The remainder of the season set between the Caps and Rangers, though, all on national TV from here on out.
Wow.
Fox, beautiful moves around Dowd, who stays with him. 1:50 to go. Zibanejad walks in, knuckles that one. That was blocked by Orlov, as Eller didn't clear. Zibanejad staying strong at the line. Keep it on the outside. Zibanejad around Eller. Panarin fires. Blocker pad save
Nice.
for Darcy Kemper. Zibanejad. Change it for Panarin. Down low, and it's time
Nice
to
save.
Kemper's glove.
125.
Ready.
Yeah, the glove has been red hot for Darcy Kemper this whole game. Once again, he has looked.
So our next hockey game will be tomorrow night.
I mean, it's a little bit of confidence.
Tomorrow night for hockey.
There, but he is
7 o'clock time frame. We are doing New Jersey Devils, Boston Bruins. New Jersey and Boston tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Kemper.
New Jersey and Boston, 7 o'clock.
Decisions against New York. Get a quick look at it there. Hedl protecting away from Kuznetsov. 1:15 left. 45 seconds in the sin bin for Hathaway. Waiting Hedl along the boards. Top side, Trouba.
Up top.
Kako on a seam pass deflected by Kuznetsov as we get into the McNugget minute of the third period. Caps already with a McNugget minute goal, compliments of Lars Eller tonight. Lafreniere slots one behind Capo Kako. Hedl pivots from Alexiev. Trouba outside Kako. Saucer pass, nothing there. The Caps have pressured perfectly on defense so far most of the night. Kako feed backside, and it's Kemper ready in the goal for the Caps with 25 seconds to go. Washington perfect on the PK tonight. Capo Kako to Hedl, bracing himself for the hit from Hathaway. Alexiev there to support, and Alexei Protas will loop it back. Trouba, a headman to Capo Kako. For Hedl on his backhand and appropriate.
Oh, nice deflection.
It is Kemper to make the save. Shutout number 28 of Darcy's career, his 3rd this season.
There's your ball game.
Downs, New York, 4-love.
Hard-fought hockey game. The first time the Rangers have been shut out this season.
Congratulations, Capitals. We'll see you tomorrow night as we do the Bruins game against New Jersey. Hit that subscribe on the way out. Help us out. I would really, really appreciate it. Good night, everybody.
Finish off this Ranger team tonight. Perfectly done. Execution was
Where
perfect.
is
And the Caps prevail.
hockey promo? No, don't want that one. Let's go with this one.
Clap your hands!